Exclusively on the Oilers Radio Network. CHED Edmonton. News, sports, authentic talk. All in one trusted place. 880 CHED is Edmonton's go-to source. 880 CHED. Edmonton's news. Today's talk.
A Chorus Entertainment radio station.
The game is over when the horn sounds. The analysis ends when you say it does. This is Oilers Overtime. Oilers hockey is brought to you by the Butcher Shop at Friesen Brothers. And now, the Heartland Ford Oilers Overtime. Here's Brendan Escott and Rob Brown on the official voice of your Edmonton Oilers. 880 CHED.
Well, another disappointing result for the Edmonton Oilers, who fall to 9-4 on the season after a 7-4 defeat at the hands of the Washington Capitals. Welcome to Oilers Overtime here on 880 CHED. Appreciate you tuning in as we break it all down for the next hour. It's Brendan Escott here alongside Rob Brown at the 880 CHED studios. And Rob, I mean, we're kind of stuck saying the same things over again in the aftermath of a lot of these games. What did you notice about this game that maybe was, say, different than they were able to cobble together about Buffalo? And what trends are you noticing are unfortunately still the same?
Well, I think there was more energy in the game tonight for the Oilers than there was against the Sabres. Sometimes the energy was in the wrong direction. The energy of pinching when you shouldn't, jumping in the play but not having enough guys back. But there was energy, and it seemed like an aggressiveness offensively. I think the Oilers created more scoring chances in this game. I mean, Washington's a very, very good defensive team, and they gave up 4 to the Oilers. So there were a lot of good offensive opportunities. But what we're seeing the same of is the big mistakes defensively. Evan Bouchard on the wrong side of the ice in the second period and allows Leonard to go right past him for an easy opportunity. In the third period, 1-goal game, lots of time left. The Oilers controlling the play. Wallman pinches without forwards backing him up. Turns into a 2-on-1. Goal against right there. So the first 40 minutes was so poor defensively and gave the Washington Capitals so many grade A scoring chances that, again, the Oilers go into the third period chasing. And the Oilers have the ability to come back in hockey games, but they've done it a couple times already. Odds say you're only going to do it so many times a year, multiple goal deficits. You're just asking too much. Like tonight again, the Oilers gave up 5 goals. I don't count the 2 empty netters, so they give up 5 goals. That means the Oilers have to score 6. You're just asking your offensive players for too much. They score 4 in the row. That should get you minimum a point, with the hope of finding a second one in overtime. They're not good enough defensively. Now, you've been around the Oilers for a while. When the Oilers were at their best, there'd be games where if the Oilers scored first and they're winning 1-0, you're like, then they're winning this game. That team's getting nothing. They would shut it down. There'd be no odd man breaks. There'd be no breakdowns in their own zone. They were so good defensively that at 1-0 halfway through the first period, you're like, yeah, this one's over. Now it's the opposite. The Oilers are up 2-0 in a game, for example. Mm-hmm. You're like, ooh, there's a lot of game left. Yeah. So they're just defensively so out of sync right now that a low-scoring Washington team finds a way to put in 7.
Yeah, a couple empty netters there. 3 goals in the first, a goal in the second, and 3 more in the third. Count them up. That is a 7-goal total, which won't help the team's goals against average. I know it won't all go against Skinner, but even still, I mean, I get that people are looking for somebody to blame after a night where it doesn't go Edmonton's way once again. I didn't really see all the culpability in Skinner that I'm now seeing online, him facing once more. And again, people are going to assign blame where they assign it, but to me, where did the goaltending fall, I guess, in your opinion, Rob, in terms of how things went tonight?
Well, I would think that it would probably fall under the same as the rest of the team. The Washington Capitals were better in all aspects. They were better 5-on-5. They were better in goaltending. They were better in their own zone. I mean, Washington didn't play a perfect game, but they were the ones that created the scoring chances earlier. They capitalized on the ones they got and forced the Oilers to chase. And chasing doesn't usually end up in a positive result for your team. Was Skinner good enough in this game? Well, obviously he wasn't because they lost. But you go back through the game-winning goal was a 2-on-1 that Wallman pinches. You can't pinch if you don't have a forward back. It's a 2-on-1, and it's a wonderful. The puck went from one side to the other. The defenseman was not able to block the pass. So Skinner's facing the shot. He has to come all the way across. That's not on him. And those are the plays that went in. Leonard, he's coming down one-on-one with no speed in the neutral zone because he had to wait for the puck to come. And he turns it into a breakaway. He walks around Bouchard, who ends up stopping, and then he goes in all the way around Skinner. We talked about goaltenders. For them to be successful, they have to have predictability. So on a one-on-one, the predictability should be, okay, he's fighting, in this one, Bouchard should be fighting with Leonard. I should be able to take away the bottom of the net because if they're fighting for it, he should have, the only thing he's got to do is he's going to try and shoot it as hard as he can on the ice. But Bouchard lost the battle so much that Leonard actually now had time to go all the way around Skinner uncontested. So was... Skinner did he have his A game? No. But there are a lot of reasons the Edmonton Oilers lost this hockey game. He would be one.
Checking in on Set the Line, brought to you by River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it. We asked you over or under 2.5 goals for the Oilers. They got there and then some. With the 4 goals, it hits the over. So Daryl is our winner of a $50 River Cree Resort and Casino gift card. Appreciate you listening tonight, Daryl. Thank you so much. We'll get in touch with you, and we will get to the mic soon here when we have word that coach is ready to go. But I can imagine there's a bit of an extended conversation after yet another frustrating loss to a team. You know, the goals against are one thing, but the bottom line is they're going to care most about the win column, and even that they're struggling to tickle with any sort of regularity. It's the old 2-step forward and 1 step back. And as I ramble all
And look, he's a guy in which 12 goals. And so he's averaging more than half a goal a game here. And that's incredible. He's got a bomb of a shot, especially his one-timer. When it's put in his wheelhouse, there's very little mistakes within his whole form, and he can really blast him off. So, yeah, just a guy who's underrated, doesn't get talked about much, and he can find those dead spots. He can slip behind you and put it home. So you got to be careful with him. Somewhat of a huge, not even somewhat, it is a huge plus that Charlie McAvoy isn't in this lineup here. 14 assists in 19 games, and he's out. Of course, he took that puck to the face out indefinitely. We'll get to the news and notes a little bit later in the broadcast. I talk a little bit more about it, but got to watch out for Pasternak. Look, they don't have a ton of firepower, but it just goes to show they're well coached. Goals per game, 3.24. That's 10th in the National Hockey League. And look, their roster says they shouldn't be 10th in goals per game. Shooting percentage, 12%. That's right on the money. That's exactly where you want to be. Face-off percentage, how about that? Tied for 5th, 53.1% win percentage. And last but not least, penalty kill. So Ducks, yeah, I mean, it's not going to get any easier. We've talked about the power play, how they need to contribute a little bit more. It's a tall order with the man advantage because this penalty kill for the Bees is no joke.
Yeah, it's a different Bruins team the Ducks are going to see here tonight. We're going to step aside now. Stephen Emerson will have the call of the game when we come back from the commercial break. Thank you for joining us on the pregame show on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Happy Honda days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. Get 0.99% APR financing on certified pre-owned Honda HRVs, CRVs, and Civics. Plus, get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new. To save on certified pre-owned Hondas with 0.99%, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 1/2/26.
If you don't have gas in your home, but something doesn't smell good.
Ew, what's that smell?
If it smells like rotten eggs, there could be a leak in your neighborhood.
Now what do I do?
If you suspect a leak, move fast, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
From a safe location.
But I don't have natural gas in my home.
Gas lines are buried all around, so even if you don't have gas.
I know, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill. But those prices kept rising, higher still.
Till the savings Wrangler rode in. Cool as can be. Tap Good RX. Saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
You're listening to Anaheim Ducks Hockey, live on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn. Anaheim Ducks Hockey is brought to you by UCI Health. At UCI Health, we stop at nothing to prevent, treat, and cure cancer. Visit ucihealth.org/stop-at-nothing. Thank you for listening to this exclusive broadcast of Anaheim Ducks Hockey. Up next on Duckstream.
You know, I really like what they're doing in Anaheim.
Could be that dark horse out in the West.
Quenneville at the in Orange County this year. Everybody knows Verbeek wants to make the playoffs next year, and everybody knows that they are big game hunting. Big year not only for the hockey club.
The expectations are win now.
This energy around the team, you can feel it.
Anaheim gets it, score! Frank McConnell! Leo Carlson! They score!
What a blast, Brian Stroh from way downtown. What a beauty.
What a night it's been for Mason McTavish. 5 goals in his last 3 games. He said that the team is just playing connected.
Now to the broadcast booth. Here's Steve Carroll and Emerson Needham.
And Ducks Hockey and the Ducks Radio Network tonight brought to you by UCI Health. Discover how a marsh can be healing. Get ready for a place born of the healing powers of breakthroughs and tranquility. This is where community meets innovation, where game-changing research takes place beside soul-affirming nature, all in the name of a healthier Orange County. Discover the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital and Hytera US Inc. Hytera Hawk radios deliver instant, reliable communication nationwide for every industry. Explore solutions at work. Visit Hytera.USA today. And of course, our game presenting sponsor, Native American Heritage Night, presented by San Manuel Nation. For Mr. Emerson Edom right now, we go to our keys to the game, driven by your helpful SoCal Honda dealers. Just one more way they're being helpful.
Tonight's Honda keys to the game are number 1, Boston, under new head coach and former National Leaguer Marco Sturm. Play very quick without the puck. They move their feet relentlessly, fight to get on the inside, and like to lift sticks all game long. Ducks got to play faster than them and pull switches on them in the O-zone all night. Number 2, the Ducks have not scored on the Peepers since November 9th. A 4-1 win over the Jets here at Honda Center. Ducks got to have their best man advantage game here versus the Bees. Number 3, Mac T and Frankie B need to have their best games of the season. Well, tonight's officials are referees Kyle Raymond and Brandon Schrader, linesman Trent Knorr and Caleb Apperson. And I'll get to the starters and another read after the anthem.
All right. Everyone stands here at Honda Center for tonight's rendition. Then we have Ducks and Bruins, and everyone can't wait for this one. Let's head down to Phil Hewlett for some more introduction and this anthem performance.
Now, please welcome Tim Kepler with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Job well done, Tim Kepler. On Native American Heritage Night, plus rope hat giveaway. Tonight's starters are starting for our darlings, your Anaheim Ducks on the front end. Chris Kreider, Leo Carlson, Troy Terry on the back end, Jacob Trouba and Owen Zellweger, and in net goaltender Lukas Dostal. Come on, Dosty. Starting for the disliked Boston Bruins on the front end, Tanner Jeannot, Fraser Minton, and Mark Kostelnik. On the back end, Henry Yoki Harju and Hampus Lindholm, and in net goaltender Jonas Corpo Salo. We're sending out the call for all SoCal fans to tune into all Ducks home games, because when the Anaheim Duck win, you get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle for only $2 on the McDonald's app. The following day, simply download and register on the McDonald's app today at participating Mickey D. Steve.
All right, good job. Good job, everyone. Vic Pence, Rick Cutler up in the booth with Emerson Ademoff, Steve Carroll, and hey, let's get another win. Keep this fun time going here. Ducks and Bruins, hope you enjoy it. Let's play some hockey as Phil Hewlett, longtime PA announcer, has the sentiment we have up here, and immediately from the face-off, Ducks will clear it in, but the Bruins are there to clear it up and out of the zone for a brief second, get it in their own end of the rink, fire it down, and number 91, Leo Carlson's there to wrap it back on the left wing side, comes to the blue liners, and it's fed ahead there at center ice. That's Jacob Trouba, the veteran, longtime defenseman, and he gives way now, couldn't penetrate up the ice, so the Ducks start from scratch. Leo Carlson tried to get to it. Bruins, before they make a first change for their hockey club, they have possession of the puck. Go after it on the right wing side. Anaheim has some support back there defensively and will clear it out to the neutral zone.
Yeah, we're seeing here early on the Boston Bruins clog up the middle and three across, almost a triangle, and Pasternak here on the near side, a spinning wrister to the net.
You'll hear that name a lot. He's one of the premier offensive players in the league in the lineup tonight against Anaheim as they let a shot go from the blue line, and it deflects up and out of play.
Just going back to the neutral zone structure defensively for the Boston Bruins. Yeah, they're setting up with a middle forward who's highest. Then they have each winger on both sides of the ice, and then when it goes D to D and up, they're pressuring down on the strong side defenseman while the weak side forwards recover. It is not easy to get by.
All right, a face-off coming up to the right of Lukas Dostal. Into the face-off circle is Alex Steeves. And Anaheim winds up with the puck and will clear it up to center ice, led by Alex Killorn. A rink-wide feed, and the play goes offside. If that pass connects and goes onside, the Ducks get a clear-cut breakaway.
Yeah, that was a close one. Anaheim Ducks playing heads-up hockey and getting available, which is good to see. What if we told you that 2 Ducks tickets just a few clicks away? Mirka Insurance is so confident. You'll love your auto quote that will give you 2 tickets just for getting 1. No catch, just a great reason to see what you can save. Get yours today at mirkainsurance.com/Ducks.
All right, Brian Strom to take the draw. Boy, what a pleasure it is to have him back in the lineup. Missed a good portion of the first part of the year, but he's an important part of this hockey club.
2 assists in 3 games played. Heading into tonight's game, that is big time here on a start like that. Injury plague, that is not easy.
Yeah, and those guys named Vetrano and Killorn would say, hey, yeah, we're glad to have him back too. Puck behind the Anaheim goal. Ducks go back to make a play for Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe will whip it up the right side. Here comes Anaheim on the breakout to center. Killorn with a feed, then a shot. It's knocked down. Vetrano let it go in the high slot. Then Strom there to intercept. Sets it up for Killorn. Back behind the net for Frank Vetrano. Still with possession. Bruins lay a check on him. Puck from the point, fired, rebound. Oh, and Vetrano missed an open side of the net.
Well, it was Andrew Peak who stopped the entry shot from Vetrano with his shin pads. And then how about that follow-up block by Mason Lowride, negating that last play? 2 defensive efforts there for the Bees that stopped the good guys from getting on the board first.
Boy, Alex Steve just laid a hit on the Anaheim defense as they work it all the way down the ice here in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the game. Still no score. 1 shot on goal belongs to the Bruins. Here's a pitch by the youngster Moore trying to make a play. They get it high slot. A shot. That stopped. Here's Ross Johnson in front of shot. They score! A move towards the front of the net. And Anaheim will get a goal for Jansen Harkins to give the Ducks an early lead, 1-0.
Jansen Harkins, his second of the season, and it's a greaser. That's how we want him. Just near side, perfect placement. What work by Ross Johnson and Nesty there to get that initial shot on net, and they're picking up the loose change near side. Jansen Harkins on a scrappy goal.
And you know what? That wasn't so easy for him because 2 Bruins converged on him in front of the goal crease, and he still had to knock the puck in. So tip my cap for that effort, which gives Anaheim the lead.
And how about that? Former Anaheim Duck Hampus Lindholm is one of the players of the 2 that you mentioned. They're boxing him out. It doesn't matter. Jansen Harkins with that dog mentality.
Here's Asperat for the Bruins. Back on the blue line. He's playing with Nikita Zoroff, and he is a long-time defenseman in this league. Back at center ice, the Ducks will feather it in. Cleared in by Ian Moore. We'll get you the official scoring play. Phil Hewlett here shortly. Anaheim with an early lead. Gudas a shot. The team captain a low, hard drive. Scooped just before it left the ice surface. And a save there by their starting goaltender, Korpisalo.
Well, we were talking about him in the pregame show. Yep, and Phil Hewitt just says his name over the loudspeaker. Nikita Nestorenko with a great entry shot there, just getting on the net. And Ross Johnson with a brilliant net front presence, tossing it there, and once again, just picking up the scraps. Jansen Harkins, that's a feel-good goal for, of course, Jansen. And look, he brings so much, right? He's been good in the faceoff circle, too.
Yeah, and you know what? He might need... how can I say that he's a hard-working guy, and it's nice to see a guy like that rewarded because it also makes a feel for other guys, too, to see him play the way he does, and now he's rewarded for that effort. Here they come, led by Seneca, who we talked about in our pregame show. Beckett will lay it there on the right wing side. Ducks go after it. Here's Zellweger, and boy, what a moment that was when he scored a goal here a couple of days ago. Crowd went crazy as the Ducks get a win. There's an offside whistle as the Bruins go in across the Anaheim line.
Yeah, it was Tanner Jeannot here on the near side, and then player going off sides was the far side, Fraser Minton, who tried to drag his back leg there, trying to keep that play from going off sides, but for the Ducks take lucky break.
Face-off neutral zone. I'll tell you what, the crowd is really into it early in this game. The first 4 minutes. Great environment. Let's go Ducks. The call from upstairs. 1-0 lead for the good guys here. We're happy to have you with us here from Anaheim tonight. Bruins will shoot the puck down the ice. Anaheim will fight to get possession. Goes to the point. Held in there by the Bruins, who fall behind by 1 goal early on here. Puck along the board. Knocked down by Pasternak, and that's a guy you'll hear his name a lot throughout the game. And the Ducks having to defend this guy, especially when he's down in front of Dostal. Here comes Lacombe into the slot. Still with the puck. Centers and a shot. Oh, and a save by Korpisalo.
What a play from Jackson Lacombe. He had multiple options, and then he just slides it to Ryan Strome with a great finish. And, there's the Bruins with a nice far side pass.
Pasternak goes rink wide from one side of the rink to the other, gets it back, shoots, and Dostal, and it's stopped with his pads on the ice, and a quick release that time by Pasternak.
For Jackson Lacombe to continue to wait as he did, so patiently, under duress, what a great job tracking through the middle of the ice towards the net. Ryan Strome finding the dead spots, and he gets a quality shot off. A nice chest stop by Jonas Korpisalo. And then the other way, Pavel Zacha working his magic with his superstar teammate, David Pasternak. And as you mentioned, Steve, you've got to watch out for him. You've been saying his name lots already.
Yep. He's one of the game's best and has been for a long time. Veteran player. Anaheim goes to retrieve, get the puck, and move it ahead on right wing, but the Bruins defense is there to knock it free. Cleared out by Asperat. Now here's Moore, the young defenseman playing in his first full year with Anaheim, going to the other side. Nestorenko turned it over, then a fan-out shot by the Bruins from the slot area. Puck knocked away. There's Harkins, who just scored the goal. Puck held in, a shot, and a shoulder save there by Dostal. Another shot. Dostal stopped the second one too.
Well, he got that initial one on Zadorov here on the near side. And then it's Alex Steve with the follow-up. Another big-time stop by the Dose Wall. How about those hits? It was the Butcher here on the near side close to the red line. Absolutely clobbering Alex Steves. And then on the far side, another big collision. So it is a physical affair so far tonight.
It's going to be, folks, an entertaining game. You haven't missed very much if you want to tune us in or even drop by for the remainder of the first.
Well, the lone goal scorer of tonight's game so far, Jansen Harkins for the good guy. Ross Johnson with the first assist. Nikita Nestorenko with the second.
All right, Bruins slap it in. Shoot the puck behind the net. Dostal looking one way, turns, looks the other way. Puck comes up near the point, held in by the Bruins. A shot and a left skate kick out there by Lukash. Puck played far side, tapped away from the slot area. Out front, a shot, rebound, and they fired a backhand in close and just wide.
That was a high-low shot and right in front of Lukash Dostal. A little bit in front, a little bit to the far side. It was Sean Corrali there who had a nice backhand, hits the side of the net because it was deflected there with a great defensive effort by Olin Zellweger.
Corrali, one of the veterans approaching 600 games in the National Hockey League. So they have a good mix there, veterans and some young players. Here's the puck played behind the net, and that's where Boston will take over, start from there, fire the puck all the way down, and this will be an icing call with 13:56 left in the opening period.
It's been back and forth, and Ducks have been doing a good job of really pushing this Bruins team back. I mentioned in the Honda Keys of the game how relentless this Bruins team is without the puck. We haven't seen much of that relentlessness besides in their offensive end, so it's good, right? It just means that the skill for the good guys is really showing here early on.
All right, crowd still arriving here. We're filling up some of the seats here at Honda Center. Bruins Down by 1 to Anaheim. Out shooting the Ducks at the moment, 7-4. They drop the puck off to the right of the goaltender, Korpisalo, and move it up the left wing side. Tanner Jeannot will whip it in deep. And more for Anaheim, a young defenseman we've been talking about this year. Gets the puck, moves it ahead for Beckett Seneca. Seen a lot of people talk about his efforts so far this season. Good young player, nice future in front of him, we think. Puck at the blue line, a drive, score! Radko Gudas with a rocket from the blue line. Beats the goaltender Korpisalo, and the Ducks on the board. And we have ourselves a hockey game, folks.
The Butcher with a clap bomb here on the near side. Oh my, it goes upper left side. Absolute shelf of a goal. And how about that net front presence? Beckett Seneca getting to the gritty areas. And he points to Radko Gudas, said, I didn't even touch it. That's your goal. The good guy's up 2-0.
And we notice who else was there, Cutter Gauthier. I tell you, that makes it hard for the goaltender to see the puck, huh?
Who wasn't in front of Jonas Korpisalo on that play? Well, I guess the Butcher, right? Who just had an absolute snipe. Unreal.
And you know what, fans? It's great to have him back. He's such a great guy and a big-time leader, and the Ducks do better when he's out in the ice. Here we have a face-off upcoming in the Anaheim end of the rink. 13-19 to go in the first, and I believe we have a timeout coming here. We do, so we will return here in just a moment as we look for more Ducks hockey action. And we want to thank you for listening to Duckstream, powered by Tuna.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Hi, everyone. Julie Stewart-Binks here, along with former NHLer Nate Thompson. Join us on Energy Line as we share our takes, stories, and surprise guests every week. Patrick Kane, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. Team USA head coach Mike Sullivan. 6-time Stanley Cup champion Mark Messier.
With over 800 NHL games, I know a couple guys.
Biz didn't have Twitter. No one knew who he was, so I called Whit, and I'm like, how is Biz? He was like, I'm telling you right now, you're going to hate him. Then he'll be your best friend.
Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts,
or wherever you get your podcasts.
What a game so far. Ducks 2, Bruins nothing. 13-19 remaining in the first period. Ducks hockey is brought to you by Brewery X, your hometown independent craft brewery located off the 91 freeway at Kramer and Glassell. Featured over 40 different styles of beer and hard seltzer and the best New York-style pizza west of the Mississippi. I can promise you that.
You know, I just had this feeling, a good one, about the Ducks, the preparation for the game, and they just seem like they're ready to come up with a solid effort here and get a win tonight. Here comes Anaheim back, led by Hellison with a feed into the Boston zone. Go to the net, a shot, save, rebound, loose puck there. It's tracked down by Ryan Strome, lays it off at the point. Puck sent behind the net, out of the reach of Killorn. Picked up by Drew Hellison on the half wall near side. Goes beneath the goal line. Puck is battled for. Anaheim gets possession. Killorn is knocked off the play. Now a battle, and Boston will clear the zone.
What a shift so far by this Strome, Vetrano, and Killorn line. The best opportunity came when on that entry, Frank Vetrano just blasting it at the net. A nice right shoulder save by Korpisalo. And then an absolute melee in front of him ensues. Madness. And the puck squirts out. Ryan Strome gets a hold of it and creates even more havoc for the Bruins. So good stuff so far. And, well, Jansen Harkins' line is now out.
Yeah, that's great, and good for him. You like to see these newcomers, so to speak, fit in and really contribute, as it makes the team even better than they are. Puck at the point. Here's a drive coming by Trouba, and that bounced off a Bruin skate before it got close to the goaltender. Oh, and there's a hit by Harkins. Not only is he scoring a goal, but throwing his weight around, too. Bruins come to center ice in front of the penalty box. Tried to ratchet it in was Alex Steves. Didn't work. Anaheim brings the puck into the Boston zone. They try to go back to Zellweger, who was the last guy trying to get into the Boston zone at the blue line. And down the ice it went.
Yeah, Ross Johnson. Well, the right intention was there. He curls up. Nice delay, and just out of reach was Owen Zellweger there on the weak side.
Here's the Bruins shoot. Don't stall a save. Big pile up in front of the net. Boy, they had a big opportunity. They outnumbered Anaheim in front of the goal, but the Ducks said no to goals.
Yeah, it's another big-time stop by the Dose Wall. Ratko Gudas, the Anaheim Ducks' second goal scorer, making it 2-0. Mason McTavish with the first assist, followed by Beckett Seneca with the second.
Dostal, with his back to the Boston Bruins, actually just made a pass up the right wing side. How did he know his teammate was there? Wow, he's off to a great start. So Emerson just said. Now Leo Carlson off to a great start with the team. Here up at center ice is Troy Terry, crossing the red line, shooting it in deep. Jonathan Esperat, he's there to play it up on the left wing wall. Ducks have a 2-0 lead near the midway point of the period. They turn the puck over to the Bruins. Puck shot in by Seneca. And there's McTavish going in the forecheck, joined by Cutter Gauthier, but nothing happening on that particular sequence. Bruins get it. We'll throw it down to the left wing wall.
And how about that defensive play by Jacob Trouba on Kostelic, who gets a shot right on the near side dot lane, top of the circle area, and Dosti coming up big yet again. But yeah, they're on the near side. The initial entry had nice wide speed by Mark Kostelic, and it was batted. His chip-in, or attempt at a chip-in, was batted out of midair here at the defensive zone blue line by Jacob Trouba. Just marvelous stuff.
Yep. Kind of like the way this one has started for the Anaheim Ducks, and some of the crowd still arriving here at Honda Center. The 2-0 lead for the good guys. That means a good start. And here's a face-off coming up to the right of the Anaheim Ducks goaltender. And Strome will be tossed from that. And puck battle far and knocked away behind the net. And there's Jackson Lacombe to get the puck fired through the neutral zone. Strome's going to get it. He'll fire it in front. Oh, and they just failed to redirect it in front of the net. Close call.
A brilliant opportunity by the Anaheim Ducks. It was Alex Killorn who actually took a spill after the play in a diving effort. That was some opportunity here for the Ducks again.
Here come the Ducks to center ice. Little bang off the boards for Jackson Lacombe. Boy, is he maturing into a very good defenseman in this league. Puck is played up the ice for the Bruins. Going near the goal line to put it out near the blue line, and a shot deflects off a leg in front of the net. That was former Duck Hampus Lindholm. Another chance for the Bruins. Centering feed, and that shot blocked. Came from the high slot.
Yeah, I talked about Morgan Geekie and his shot a little bit earlier in the pregame show, but there he was a facilitator. How about that delay in the near side corner? Here comes Beckett Seneca on the far side rush.
Yep, trying to move in against Yoki Haru. That puck goes to the right of the goaltender. A penalty coming up to Boston here. Delayed call. Off goes Dostal. Extra attacker on the ice. Puck thrown in front of the net. Bruins touch up. And now, when we come back after this break, first of all, we have a little brouhaha developing. Pasternak is involved with the Anaheim player down in the corner. And first of all, probably take a commercial break and then come back with an Anaheim power play. But before we go, let's get the official call from the referee here. Comes with 9:19 to play in the period, and let's go downstairs.
Boston, number 18, 2 minutes, rookie.
All right, when we come back after the commercial break here, and I want to make sure, yep, it is a commercial break time. The Ducks will have the extra man and a 2-0 lead exclusively on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Happy Honda days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. Get 0.99% APR financing on certified pre-owned Honda HRVs, CRVs, and Civics. Plus, get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new. To save on certified pre-owned Hondas with 0.99%, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers, offer ends 1/2/26.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern puck radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera puck radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera puck radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's hytera.us.
Good guys, up 2-0, 9:19 remaining in the first period. Looking for communication you can count on. Hytera Puck Radios keep your team connected nationwide, instantly and reliably. Visit hytera.us. That's hytera.us. Also, it's never too early to get this one in. And so far, so good for our Ducks. Text the postgame show. Yes, your thoughts on tonight's game. 714-439-8422.
All right. Nice crowd here. Still some folks coming in here halfway through the period. And you can hear them cheering below us up here in the press box. Great atmosphere. Now all we need is 2 points tonight. Here is the defenseman Lacombe. Feeds it near the goal line. ANAHEIM setting up there behind the Boston goal. Back out high, Lacombe. He'll shoot. Saved by the blocker. By the Bruin goaltender. Now Leo Carlson over to the right of the Boston goal. Trying to make a play. Worked it all the way around the boards. It comes out of the zone. And we have a JMG power play in progress for the home team. And let's see if they can produce on it. Here comes Leo Carlson, lost possession of the puck as he crossed the red line, gets it back after roaming to get the puck in the neutral zone. Played ahead for Seneca and then knocked away and cleared down the ice by Nikita Zadorov.
Leo Carlson had the great initial attempt right at the center ice dot where he abruptly cut in, as he's so notoriously known for doing. And there's a turnover by Jax Lacombe. Jeannot has a break on the near side.
Here he comes in, shoots. And Bill still got a piece of that one. And that's the type of play that can make a big difference when the final score is out. That was an opportunity for them, while short-handed, to get one back, but not to be.
And Lukas Dostal continues to come up big. I was stopped short there by saying it's that patented cutback or cut in from Leo Carlson where he stops on a dime. He just mishandles the puck there, but Beckett Seneca here on the near side entry, just a little too casual, right? A little too nonchalant, and the Boston Bruins were able to pick up that puck and get that break.
All right, here comes ANAHEIM setting up again. 44 seconds remaining in the Bruin penalty. ANAHEIM on the JMG power play. Continue. McTavish perhaps waits for a pass. Cutter Gauthier, buddy, sends it back to McTavish. He's due for a goal. Maybe he can get one tonight. Puck at the blue line held in. Nice play by the Ducks. Killorn goes into the corner. They work it back to the 1 point. Now to the other point. Zellweger scored a big one here the other night. Trying to wait for a pass from behind the net. It's loose in front of shot. Oh, Cutter Gauthier robbed by Korpisalo.
How did that one stay out in a street hockey fashion? Korpisalo slides across. He didn't know where that puck was. That almost slid through his wickets.
Puck thrown in front off an ANAHEIM skate. Penalty time is over with. To Zacha now, it's played. up the ice. Here come the Bruins. 3 across center, 3-on-2. And now a fan on a shot there by Alex Steeves. Puck to the side of the net. Anaheim will regroup here after killing off some time and also holding on to a 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, Sean Crowley wanted that kick out here on the near side. He opts to go there to the far side, and luckily for the Anaheim Ducks, nothing came of it.
Ross Johnston in pursuit of Andrew Peak, one of their 6 defensemen in the lineup tonight. Here come the Bruins. Front of the net, a shot up high, and there's Dostal with a near shoulder save.
Pavel Zacha there. He gets that puck on the far side, top of the circles, and lets a howitzer go. Nice shoulder stop by Lukas Dostal.
Boy, they're Trouba up ahead for Ross Johnson, 2 of the bigger guys in the Anaheim team, and our goal scorer, 1 of 2 goals the Ducks have. Head off on a change, Harkins. And now here comes Boston from their own end of the rink, and they're in a hurry to do some damage here. Fire it from the neutral zone, right on goal. Dostal stopped that with a goal stick. Anaheim tried to set up Carlson there, and kind of a backflip, didn't work. And the Bruins hustle in to try and get to the puck. Knocked Hellison down, the young defenseman. Puck moved in front, back to the blue line. Will they shoot? Yep, they will, and it's blocked by the Anaheim D there. And then a collision. There's going to be a minor penalty coming up, I believe, to the Anaheim Ducks. We'll see. 5:43 to go in the period, and some words being exchanged between Asamont and Hellison, and yep, the Ducks are going to be a man short here.
Yeah, a couple of bad breaks for Drew Hellison. It was a reverse hit against, and I'll follow up there after the call.
Number 14 has a 2-minute minor for cross-checking.
Yeah, it was Jeffrey Veal who had a reverse hit on Hellison there on the far side. Then he recaptures the puck, and, well, he is unfortunately hit from behind from Drew Hellison, and he got a breakdown.
All right, let's take a quick timeout. 2-0 Ducks lead late in the first period, and you're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIt.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you, with naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments, and now proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else.
Ducks fans, make your next game one to remember with a private suite. Food, drinks, and more for you. Up to 40 friends are available to book today. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
We're back in the first period. The Ducks up 2 goals on the Boston Bruins this morning. When we spoke with head coach Joel Quenneville, he stressed that he still believed this Ducks team could be better with their starts, and that's exactly what we saw in this first period so far. He also noted how he wants to see the team start to initiate and dictate the pace a bit more in their games, and guys, we'll see how that game plan plays out.
All right. Alexis Downey, thank you very much. We'll hear from you a little bit later on. Right now, it's a penalty kill presented by Holy Guacamole, America's #1 selling guacamole and avocado dips. Maybe that will fire up this Ducks team a man short.
And, face-offs are key, whether it is on special teams or 5-on-5, and the Anaheim Ducks just won that face-off defensive zone corner here on the near side, and Jackson Lacombe rounds the net and gets that clear all the way down the ice.
All right, Lumel going after the puck now in front, a drive by Pasternak, and you know how hard he can shoot the puck. One-timed it, and Dostal was in the great position to make a glove save.
Yeah, that was a pass there right around the dot line area on the far side. Not sure how that got through, and it was a spinorama backhand pass from Morgan Geekie. What a play right in the wheelhouse of Pasternak with a one-time blast.
Bruins win the draw. Ducks a man short if you just joined us here. Later stages of period 1, 5:06 to play and 1:23 left in the Anaheim penalty. Loose in front, they score. The puck was laying there near the goal line in the goal crease. And Blumel's the guy that powered it in to get the Bruins on the board, and they've cut the Anaheim lead to 2-1.
Yeah, it was Blumel there right on the doorstep. Hampus Lindholm gets that D-to-D pass from the far side to the near side. He takes a couple steps, and before it got to Blumel, was it deflected? I think it was. Yep, it was Morgan Geekie with the initial deflection. And we get a call from the officials that it's deemed a good goal. Now, it looks like they're going to take further review on this play, Steve.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking to see what happened. Blumel celebrating with Geekie in front of the net, so the Bruins are upset about something.
I think what they're checking is the high stick. Now, the marker there is above the crossbar, and I think that's what the initial viewing for it was, but I think they're all wrapped up with the viewing, and we're going to proceed to just play here. So they made their firm decision that it's a good goal.
All right. Bruins right back in the game. Have cut the lead to 2-1. 5:02 to play. And here's Radko Gudas, who will fire the puck from the red line. Blocked. Bruins go after it. Anaheim winds up with it. And there's a move in by Vetrano after taking a big hit on the far side. Killorn, a member of his line at the moment, still with the puck on the far side. Get it back out near the point. For Gudas, a shot, and he slid it wide along the ice. Bruins there trying to kick it free. Killorn trying to keep it in, couldn't. Gudas had a chance to whack it, and here's Vetrano, rink wide, flip for more.
Yeah, that's just a good high-level IQ from Radko Gudas. Count on Goods, too. If there's not a direct lane to the net, if he can't see the goalie, he'll put it in an area in which his team can get it back, and that's exactly what he did with that shot to the far side corner.
Yeah, Stellick just took a big bump there from Anaheim. Back behind the net, the Ducks, some offensive presence now. Zellweger, the young defenseman, out for Trouba. Shot, and that's a glove save. I don't know how Corpusello even saw that. Traffic, his own team players, and some Anaheim bodies out there in front of the net.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know how he really was able to track that one. Think of the goalie as a catcher in baseball and those tipped type of sequences, right? Those high-low shots in which it's almost like a batter with the bat. You don't know if that's going to get deflected or is it going to hit your glove, right? So you got to be prepared, as Mason McTavish was having his stick out to get that deflection. That is tough to read for a goaltender.
Here come the Bruins through center ice, led by Lohrei. And then a shot off to the left of Dostal, bounced off the backboard, little carom to the outskirts of his goal crease. He'll pounce on that as we approach 3:48 to go in this first period, and the Ducks having that one-goal lead at the moment.
Yeah, that blast coming from Tanner Jeannot, and it was right around the dot line, top of the circles, and top of the maybe 2 feet top of the circles, where he just lets it go and it misses far side wide. How about Lukas Dostal? He's so quick with those pads. How about that recovery?
I'll tell you something, as we have a whistle and a stoppage of play as the Bruins knocked it in. I'll tell you what, I don't know where Dostal situates himself in the goaltenders in the NHL, but quite honestly, when you see him play every night, home and away, and as we do, watch his practices, things like that, I gotta say he's one of the top 3 or 4 goaltenders in the league, to be honest about you, with consistent play from what we've seen from him early in his career.
I don't disagree.
Here's the puck sent all the way down the ice. A shot off the blocker there of Corpusello, who's been around a little bit longer than Lukas down at the other end. Here's the puck maneuvered up and stolen by the Ducks. They tried to get the puck to Nestorenko. Did Harkins. That one blocked. And Boston on the attack into the Anaheim zone. Hey, a nice back check there by Nestorenko, who schools through center. Moves into the right of the Boston goaltender Korpisalo, and then his defense takes over. Played by Lohrei up to the neutral zone.
Yeah, great defensive play by Nikita Nestorenko. A great back check and lift in sticks. And one thing I'd like to see, Jansen Harkins gets it here on the near side. I'd like to see him maybe a quick couple steps out of the pocket and not just wait there for the Bruins to get a stick on it. And then Nikita Nestorenko, after that defensive play, just making a little bit more of that last entry.
Kreider, Carlson out there. 2 of the 3 on the ice with Troy Terry at the moment. 2:36 to go and counting. First period. Ducks had a 2-0 lead a moment or so ago, but now it's been cut to 2-1. Ducks towards the net. Kreider just laid it off there. Terry to the point for Hellison, a drive. That one bounced all the way to the other point, front of the Bruin bench. Kreider there, looking for a goal, dishing off. Comes to Hellison, rink wide, almost intercepted by Pasternak, who now gains possession and moves smartly to center ice. From the red line, in across the line. Pasternak tried to get it behind him. That puck is fired wide by Yoki Haru.
Wow. Pasternak there on the far side going one-on-one with Jackson Lacombe. How about Beckett Seneca dangling through maybe one too many defenders there, and Pasternak, he delays on a beautiful play and a beautiful backhand to Geeky on the far side.
And then there's a shot, a right skate save by Dostal. Down the ice goes the Karam, and Yoki Haru back for the Bruins to retrieve. Up to center ice, Seneca knocked it free. The Bruins get it back and feed it ahead. 1:27 to go in a pretty entertaining first period here.
Well, we all thought that Mate Blumel got his first career goal as they went to go get that puck, right? We saw the Bruins team race to get that puck, but it was, in fact, rewarded to Morgan Geeky. So he's the goal scorer for the Boston Bruins on that last goal, assisted by Hampus, Lindholm, and Pavel Zacha.
All right, we thank those folks for sending it to us. So a little change in the goal scoring. But Toronto, behind the net, actually bumped into his teammate there. Zellweger, who gets up, goes to the high slot. Ducks try and maybe get the puck to him there. Well, they threw it in his direction, knocked away. Here come the Bruins. On a break, led by Steves, moving in, center shot. Dostal with a huge save there.
Well, it was Steves almost all alone, and then out of nowhere with those efficient, long, powerful strides. You have Zadorov. Here's a scrap here on the far side with Vetrano.
Yeah, and he pulls down the Boston player. He's much smaller, but he showed some strength there against Alex Steves, and he will get a huge ovation for that short scrap. And we'll head probably to the locker room since there's only 27 ticks of the clock left in the period.
Wow, what a scrap. Frank Vetrano with Alex Steves, the man here on the near side. Here, let's take a listen to the call.
Anaheim 77, 5 minutes each for fighting.
All right, good call there.
Yeah, you had Steves there on the near side. A beautiful dish to Zadorov. Those, as I mentioned, long, powerful strides. Him getting up in the play. Boy, can he skate for a big man. And he one times that beautiful stop by Lukáš Dostal, and then a melee ensues at the players' benches, or at least between them. And what a takedown, Frank Vetrano on Alex Steves.
Yeah, Steves, lucky that Vetrano didn't continue the fisticuffs there. 2-1 Anaheim, 27 seconds left first period. This game's had a little bit of everything so far. Wide open and entertaining, that's for sure. Here at Honda Center. Battle for the puck. Anaheim trying to dig it free off to the left of the goaltender. Korpisalo, puck dislodged. Hellison on the right wing wall, lost it. Bruins will clear it all the way down the ice. No icing. Dostal will flip it up to the neutral zone. That bounced off Veal, and the puck's fed in by the Bruins. I'll tell you one thing, that was a pretty entertaining first period of hockey.
No, it really was, and yeah, both teams getting some phenomenal opportunities. The Anaheim Ducks getting the better of both squads, of course, being up 2-1. I look forward to speaking with Jansen Harkins, our guest coming up here, picking his brain. He's been playing fantastic hockey, so I really look forward to hearing what he has to say in regards to his Ducks team. But how about the physicality? Radko Gudas putting guys on the train tracks. Frank Vetrano taking guys down. Alex Steves. And hey, I tell you what, this team full of energy, playing with a ton of heart, ton of passion. You love to see it.
Yeah, we do. And that bids well for the future, too. You start getting into that habit of playing like they are in a game like tonight, and you're going to win some hockey games, that's for sure. And we're just awaiting a visit coming up here from the Anaheim Ducks locker room, and then we'll come back with some hockey chatter, kind of review everything that's happened throughout the game. One goal separating the two teams. You know this one's going to be a close one, I think. That's kind of the gut feeling I have going into periods 2 and 3. So we just await that visit. Emerson will conduct it from up here overlooking center ice at Honda Center before another raucous big crowd here. And we welcome everyone to the arena tonight, and I think they're going to be rewarded with a pretty good second, third period of this hockey game. Again, 2-1 for Anaheim. They were outshot by the Bruins 18-11 in that first period. And we're entering the first intermission time as we speak. We'll be turning it over to Emerson here in just a moment or two. They get set downstairs for us and find out a little bit about that hockey first period. It was pretty enjoyable for us up here, and I'm sure the thousands that have come to the arena tonight for them as well. So we'll see if we can get some communication down there and give it another little bit of time before we send it to them. And some intermission entertainment takes place below our broadcast booth. 2-1. Anaheim leads. Let's wait and see. Looks like we're close to going downstairs with Emerson. And here he goes.
And Jansen Harkins joins us. Jansen, big-time goal, first goal of the game. Take us back to that goal you scored.
Honestly, just didn't really see much. I just kind of found my stick and go to the net. Good things happen, so that's just kind of that.
And as far as fans, Ducks fans here, finding more and more about your style of play in your game, going back to your Western Hockey League days, is that where a lot of the goals that you scored were, right around the blue paint?
Not really. I was more of a passer, so I've had to start going to the net now, and yeah, that's where you score goals, and especially in this league. I mean, they're so hard to come by. Everyone's so good. D are always, most of the time in the right spot, good stick, so you got to get greasy, so that's just kind of what happened.
And you're really pushing back this Boston Bruins team. We knew how relentless they were playing without the puck prior to puck drop here. How were you guys able to back them up so much and really stall a lot of their momentum?
I think just getting it back behind their D, making them go back for the puck 200 feet. I think they're a pretty relentless team. I think just the way they're built, I think they just work their ass off, and we want to be able to match that, if not, push the pace. So I think just try to keep our speed up, keep the pace, and dictate out there.
You're playing great, Jansen. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, that was fun, huh? He's an honest guy.
And, he's the best.
Yes, he is. And you know what? Ducks are the best after one period here against the Bruins. 2-1 score. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back with our first intermission coverage live from Honda Center. 2-1, Ducks over the Bruins. And we want to let you know that you're listening. You should know this already. To Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
If you don't have gas in your home, but something doesn't smell good. Ew, what's that smell? If it smells like rotten eggs, there could be a leak in your neighborhood. Now what do I do? If you suspect a leak, move fast, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
From a safe location.
But I don't have natural gas in my home. Gas lines are buried all around, so even if you don't have gas, I know, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
With the NHL app, you can listen to every NHL game right from your phone. And with home and away broadcast feeds, you choose your way to listen.
And he scores!
Whether you're at work, at the gym, or stuck in traffic, the NHL app puts you right in the action all season long. Every team, every game, everywhere you go. Download the NHL app and never miss a moment.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern POC radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera POC radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera POC radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's hytera.us.
This is the first intermission report on Duckstream, the official 24/7 audio home of Anaheim Ducks hockey.
And just a couple of quick notes for you before we turn it over to Emerson for first intermission coverage. Ducks hockey on the Ducks Radio Network brought to you by UCI Health. Discover how a marsh can be healing. Get ready for a place born of the healing powers of breakthroughs and tranquility. This is, of course, where community meets innovation, where game-changing research takes place beside soul-affirming nature, all in the name of a healthier Orange County. Discover the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. And by the way, fans, don't miss the action. Get your Ducks tickets and Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL. Mobile entry, easy transfer, you're in for every goal. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Anaheim Ducks, because when we all shoot, we all scored. Only at Ticketmaster, and here's Mr. Emerson Edom.
Presented by Impressions, the official signage partner of the Anaheim Ducks and Honda Center. Well, I could easily give it to Lukas Dostal. We all know that stopping all but 18 shots on goal in total for the Boston Bruins. How about that shot volume? I mean, that is some impressive stuff as far as output is concerned. At that rate, of course, you'd be finishing with 54 shots on goal through 60 minutes of play. So that is a crazy average. And, well, count on the good guy's own, Lukas Dostal, to stop a lot of them. So good stuff. And Jansen Harkins is my first intermission, first impression. Why? Because, well, first and foremost, we can give it to Lukas Dostal probably every first period that this Ducks team plays in. And furthermore, I just thought he was the spark plug on that line, centering the fourth line between Ross Johnson and Nikita Nesterenko. Good job by Nesty, as I mentioned, getting that shot through. Juicy rebound. Ross Johnson, he knows what to do in those situations and just throw it back at the net, as he did, picking up the loose change. Jansen Harkins, and I mean, we heard on that first intermission interview with Jansen, what a guy he is. A guy who can make us all laugh and makes his teammates laugh as well. Of course, just talking to all the players, they really enjoy his company. And I tell you what, he continues to play like that. He's shining in his role and being a third, fourth line dependable centerman who can win draws, get on the forecheck, and look, he's relentlessness. His board battle win, he had a near side board battle win in which he came up with a puck, so he continues to win those 50-50 puck battles. He's been brilliant on the forecheck, and I tell you what, if he continues to get to those gritty areas, he's going to continue to get rewarded. Other bright spots for the Anaheim Ducks, well, the other goal scorer for the good guys in that first period of play, Ratko Gudas. Not only did he have the goal, but it was on 2 shots. He also came out out with a head. Still thinking about that shot, that blast from the near side point there, upper left corner. That was something. We just spoke on him. Jansen Harkins, well, he not only went 1 for 1 as goal on one shot, but 3 hits. And how about this? 3 and 1 in the faceoff circle. Good for 75% win percentage. Leo Carlson continues to do big things. And once again, the faceoff circle. 3 and 2 in the faceoff circle. Good for 60% win percentage. Let's turn our sights to the Boston Bruins. Jeffrey Veal, he's been skating well. 4 shots on goal. How about Nikita Zadorov? He had that 2-on-1 opportunity there on the far side, and a great slide across save from Lukas Dostal. Well, Nikita Zadorov, first 20 minutes of play, 3 shots on goal. Murat Huzadinov, 3-0 in the faceoff circle. Let's get to some team stats. Boston fared better in the faceoff circle. 59% win percentage for them, 41 for the good guys. Block shots, all squared up, 6 apiece. Same with takeaways, squared up 1 apiece. And giveaways, how about this? All squared up as well, 6 apiece. Hits, Boston out hitting the Anaheim Ducks 13-4. Wow, how about that? And also out shooting, as we mentioned, 18 shots for the visitors, 11 for the home squad, the team from Orange Country, your Anaheim Ducks. Overall, yet another masterclass from the coaching staff here with the good guys, right? They came out prepared. You could just see it right from puck drop. This is a relentless Boston Bruins team. We've been saying it over and over. They have guys that can shoot. Morgan Geekie, you got to stay away from that guy and keep your eyes on him. And, well, hopefully he doesn't get too many puck touches the rest of the way, because he can do some damage, Steve.
Yeah, and you know what? I think you need to credit to Marco Sturm, their head coach. Hasn't been their head coach for a lengthy amount of time, but I think he's a guy, former player, and he can really be a benefit to some of these younger kids on this Boston Hockey Club. So we'll see how they move along. This, of course, our last meeting of the regular season with them. We've had the 1 game up there, and we'll see what periods 2 and 3 bring to us live here in Southern California. We're going to come back with just a couple of minutes of more information for you. It's 2-1 Anaheim leading Boston as you're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Get 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines on clearance with big savings on the full Honda line. Gas, hybrids, and EVs. All new Hondas are in stock. Honda, KBB.com's best value and performance brand. This is the time to get a new Honda with clearance savings. Search your local Honda dealer today. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big. Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Ducks single game tickets are on sale now. Check out the new lineup of cool giveaways, theme nights, and ticket packages for the 2025-26 season presented by UCI Health. Giveaways include a Wild Wing mask, wearable blanket, Nutquacker, boy band tee, and so much more. See the complete list at AnaheimDucks.com/promotions.
4 games on tap throughout the National Hockey League tonight. So let's get to our out-of-town scoreboard. Tonight's out-of-town scoreboard presented by Hytera US Inc., the most advanced and reliable talk radio with nationwide coverage. Carolina Hurricanes, nothing. Minnesota Wild, 2 out of many. 12:58 remaining in the second period. Edmonton Oilers 4, Washington Capitals 7 out of Washington is your final. Last but not least, Calgary Flames 6, Buffalo Sabres 2 out of Buffalo is the final score. We have second period puck drop coming your way after this commercial break. Thanks for listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here, wishing you a very happy half-off holiday, because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. Mint is still premium, unlimited wireless for a great price. So, that means a half day, yeah?
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you, with naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments, and now proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Ducks single game tickets are on sale now. Check out the new lineup of cool giveaways, theme nights, and ticket packages for the 2025-26 season. See the complete list at AnaheimDucks.com/promotions.
Welcome back to Honda Center here in Anaheim, California. Steve Carroll with Emerson Edom and our crew. Vic Pence is here. Rick Cutler is here, doing other fine jobs. And we're ready for the second period. Ducks and Bruins. Tomorrow the Ducks are at home too. Very rare we have back-to-back home games during the week. The Ottawa Senators will be here to take on the Anaheim Ducks. Oh, and there's a big running check in front of the penalty box. Officials over there, they took a run at Zellweger. That was Mark Kastelik. Now the play's whistled down. Everybody appears to be all right, but kind of a running type check into the boards in the penalty box. And for a minute, I thought he might open the door and spend some time in the penalty box for that. And Zellweger has a smile on his face after all of that. And a face-off coming up to the left of Jonas Korpisalo, if you just joined us as well. Anaheim Ducks have Lukas Stostal in net. Good game. 2-1 here. And here's Boston firing the puck to center ice. And back forward is Leo Carlson. Now here's Zellweger with a feed up the ice. Neutral zone to flex off a stick and about maybe 8-9 rows back, even further than that, behind the Bruin players bench.
Yeah, nice D-to-D exchange here at the defensive zone line between Olin Zellweger and Jacob Trouba. They were trying to have that pass connect to the intended target, and that was Troy Terry getting deflected into the stands on the far side.
So a face-off at center ice. Boy, it's nice to have Ryan Strome back. Been watching his progress since coming back into the lineup after missing a few weeks of the regular season. He's that spirit. He's that guy that's kind of a leader there on the ice, and pretty good hockey player too.
Yeah, well, how about on some teams he'd be a first-line guy, second-line guy, and that's a testament to this Ducks club who are so much deeper this season.
Yeah, they are. Here's the puck moved in by the Bruins. Look to shoot, they do, and the puck deflects up and over the glass.
Yeah, it was kicked out to Pasternak there on the entry. He has a little dip of the shoulder, pump fake. He gets off the wall, comes more towards the middle ice line before releasing that puck. Great defensive play by Drew Helson, who deflected that in the upper netting.
All right, a face-off coming up. Very enthusiastic crowd, and all of our crowds have been that way since the regular season started here. It's been fun. And more ahead again. Don't forget, couldn't make it tonight. The Ottawa Senators are here in town tomorrow night, and we still have a few games left before the next road trip. So kind of a fun couple of weeks at home knowing that you're here in front of the Honda Center crowd. Here, meanwhile, the Boston Bruins are not playing in front of the Honda Center crowd. They're playing here in Southern California, and the Ducks trying to get a couple of points against them as Hellison will whip it in from center ice before he goes off on a change. Pasternak will knock it in on right wing. What a player he has been over the years. Puck down near the goal line. Bruins set it up. They turn, go one way, then stop, go the other way, feed it out to the blue line, and a shot fired, deflected wide, off the stick of Asperat.
Yeah, that was a nice long bomb by Asperat, but how about that dipsy doodle by Murat Huzadinov? A couple cutbacks out of the near side corner, fending off pressure before sending that up top. Those are some nice plays.
Here comes Boston regrouping their own side of center. Husnudinov is going off on a change for Boston, right in front of their head coach, Marco Sturm. 2-1 lead for Anaheim. First couple of minutes passed here in period 2. Here's Moore being bumped from behind by Blumel. Then a shot fired wide off the glass. Bruins hold it in at the right point. Shot in by Andrew Peak. Down beneath the goal line. Bruins track it down. Double team there on Blumel. Goes to the far side of the rink. Still pressure coming from them. They try and move the puck in front from behind the goal. Knocked away, and here comes Anaheim, led by Nestorenko. With Cutter Gauthier, little redirect with a puck on the blade of his stick behind the net. Bruins are back to make a play here. Early moments, period 2, and a 2-1 Anaheim lead. Bruins nice move to shake through center and across the line. 3-on-2 developing, but the Bruins elect to make a change there on the far side. Zellweger gets through a couple of Bruins. In across the Bruin line. Sets it off for Benica. Now a puck on the right wing side. Beckett Seneca in this particular shift goes to meet the Bruin defenseman down near the goal line who got rid of it in the nick of time. And Zellweger is here to take over for Anaheim.
Well, we'll be remembering that save there on that wrap attempt by Asimon. Oh, here come the Bruins in tight.
Ooh, boy, and a shot close in by Kefstelik. High off the glass. Another opportunity for the Bruins. Very pesky here on one of the early shifts they have. The puck in the Anaheim zone here in period 2. Another collision on the near board to the left of Dostal. Bruins try and get possession. The Ducks are working hard to keep it away. Harkins there. Far side of the rink. Big Ross Johnston over there to help the cause. Big pileup now in the corner. Looked like a football scrum for a moment. Here comes Anaheim. Lead pass ahead for Seneca, just off the mark.
And a great exit pass from Jansen Harkins. A one-hand scoop over to Beckett Seneca. And if Beckett just continued on north, I think he would have been in range. Here comes Troy Terry.
Oh, a shot. That's knocked down with the Bruin defense. Back out high for Gudas. He fires one into the far corner. Chris Kreider moved off the puck with a shoulder bump. Goes back against the Bruins, who clear it all the way down. And Dostal will have to make the stop.
That wasn't just some ordinary shoulder bump. How about Zadorov and Chris Kreider? He is not easy to move, right?
No.
He is a strong individual. And Zadorov made that move look easy.
Oh, there's a shot off to the right of Dostal. Got a piece of that with some traffic in front, led by Veal. Anaheim comes up the ice. Boy, it's been non-stop here. Almost 5 minutes gone in the second period. Not too many whistles yet. Boston to center. 3-on-2 attack. They flip it, a bouncing puck that goes behind Dostal's goal line. Fight for the puck there. They get it back out high. Move towards the net. Let a shot go through the crease, and it's wide by Lowride. Another opportunity, turning, shooting. That's a shot just wide. That one off the stick of Corrali, the veteran forward. Puck free again. Ducks trying to do everything to get it out of their own end and finally nudge it out to center ice.
Well, I warned all of you there in the pregame show just how relentless this Boston Bruins team can play, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Right now, Morgan Geekie on the far side in the corner there, cutting back multiple times. They're just really moving their feet and making it extremely difficult for the Ducks.
Yeah, Gauthier goes after the puck, couldn't get there in time. Terry's over there along with Lacombe. Anaheim still trying to get to it. Lacombe moves it up the right side, has to go play it off the Bruins skate to the near board. Get it out, fellas, and they flip it high into the air outside the line. Here comes Leo Carlson with Cutter Gauthier and Terry, but it's time for Carlson and Terry to get a breather.
Yeah, it was a broken 3-on-2 back, but it was at the end of the shift. That was a solid 1 minute sustained in the Anaheim Ducks defensive end by the top line. That just can't happen. The top line for the Ducks have got to play in their offensive end.
2-1 Anaheim, 13:40 to play in a fast-moving second period. Almost halfway through this with not many whistles. Shot! Dostal a save. Puck kicked off his goal stick behind the net. And the Bruins hustle to keep it in. Zacha out high slot and a shot clubbed by Dostal, who is just playing well in the Ducks goal throughout the evening.
Wow, Mate Blumel, he was a beneficiary of a unbelievable entry pass from Pavel Zacha. Zacha created more madness for the Ducks as he creates that last opportunity. I tell you what, he's been playing well.
Yes, he has. Let's take a quick timeout. More Ducks hockey from SoCal. Just a moment. You're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
Happy Honda days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. Get 0.99% APR financing on certified pre-owned Honda HRVs, CRVs, and Civics. Plus, get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new. To save on certified pre-owned Hondas with 0.99%, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 1/2/26.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big. Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include a comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities of the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Nail biter here at Honda Center, but a good nail biter because your Anaheim Ducks are currently up 2-1 over the Boston Bruins, 13:28 remaining in the second period. Discover Lineage Watch Company, a family-owned California watch brand inspired by timeless design and grounded in American craftsmanship. Orders today at lineagewatchco.com.
All right, it's a real nail biter. I'm just glad I got some nails to bite on here as we go further into the game.
Yeah, you're a healthy individual, Steve, so no surprise there.
Yep. Here's a face-off coming up to the right of Dostal. Crowd really into it here. Been an entertaining hockey game. Again, final meeting of the season as the Ducks played in Boston earlier, and this will wind up the 2-game season series. Back at center ice, front of the penalty box. Puck flex off one of the linesmen. Here comes the Bruin attack on right wing. Gudas tried to make a check, and then the puck is slid towards the goal crease of Dostal, who gets into it with Radko Gudas. Meanwhile, Blumel, one of the newcomers to the team, a winger playing on the second line, got into it. That's one of the Anaheim players.
Speaking of Mate Blumel. He got absolutely crushed by Ian Moore here in the near side corner. As that play developed out of that near side corner and to the net, play continue on. What a devastating hit. And that's what Ian Moore can do, right? Just what can't he do? He plays physical. He gets on the offensive action. There's a lot of good stuff and positive plays from Ian Moore.
Yep. Can't wait to see what he's like as the months go by and the years go by. Here's the puck shot wide by the Bruins. Shot by Andrew Peak, third pair defense for the Bruins. 2-1 Anaheim leads, 12:52 to go in the second period. So happy you're with us. Ducks have been outshot by a 2-1 margin right now, 24-12, but still have a 1-goal lead. Puck sent out to the blue line. Nestorenko went after it. One of the Anaheim players went down on the far side to the right of Dostal, trying to get himself back together. And the puck is sent all the way down the ice. That was Seneca, I believe, that had the little contact over the area. No, it was actually Jacob Trouba there that time. All right, face-off upcoming.
Hey, Ducks fans, when it comes to their kids' health, parents want to know they're getting the best care possible. That's why Chalk and Rady Children's, two trusted leaders in pediatric health, join forces as Rady Children's Health. They are continuing their commitment to providing exceptional care and impactful research in their local communities while creating new possibilities for a brighter, healthier future. Together, they're championing childhood. Learn more at RadyChildren.org.
All right, Ducks and Bruins continue here. The crowd into it. Anaheim will float it to center off the skate of Chris Kreider. And now the Bruins will chug in after, led by Pasternak. He's around the puck. You better be careful. Puck all the way down the ice. Here's Kreider, the former Ranger, going in on the forecheck against Henry Jokiharju. As the Bruins take over now up the right wing side, they toss it high off the glass through the neutral zone. Collision there at the Anaheim blue line involving Ellison. He was all tangled up with the Bruins' Morgan Geekie.
And Trenton Orr with a great call, as that was a tough call. Morgan Geekie there was being boxed out, and Chris Kreider regains possession of the puck.
Kreider heads off for a change along with a comb, but he dumped it in on the left wing wall. Ducks hold it in. Gudis over to the right side, and a low shot is gloved by the goaltender, Korpisalo, and we have a little brouhaha developing. That Anaheim player in that pile is outnumbered at least, 3-1? It looks like cooler heads will prevail, and that is Beckett Seneca, who just turns and pushes away the Bruin player.
You love to see it. We just think about some of the greats who have played this game throughout the years, the likes of Brendan Shanahan and maybe a guy for true hockey fans, Dino Ciccarelli. How about a guy who could play offense but really could get in under the opposing team's skin, right, after the whistle? That's what we're seeing with Beckett Seneca, right? He's got that great mixture of poise, being that age, offensive skill and capability, but he gets under the opposing team's skin as well, and that's crucial in anyone's success.
Yeah, it is. I think every team needs one of those guys too, don't they? Here's the puck fed into the Bruins zone and then out towards center ice. Front of the benches on the far side. Puck poked in. Anaheim is there to wind it ahead. Here they come with some speed for the neutral zone. Cutter Gauthier with Seneca. Goes to the right side. A shot. Oh, and the goaltender went down in a seated position. Puck went wide. Then they stuffed it in. They stuffed it in to the left of the goaltender. And that's a huge goal there. Anaheim gets one from Mason McTavish, and good for him. He was due, and the Ducks have that one goal back that they lost earlier. It's a 3-1 lead, but the referee is over near the penalty box here. Let's see what this is about.
No goal, incidental contact with the goaltender. The goaltender does not have time to reset. No goal.
You don't see that happen too often.
Well, I have a feeling that the Ducks are going to challenge this one, and their argument's going to be, look, he barely touched netminder Jonas Korpisalo. I mean, just barely, and at least not enough to typically push over a tall netminder as Jonas Korpisalo 6'2", not undersized.
Well, didn't the Bruin player touch him and pull him into the goaltender, first of all? Yes, he did. Here's another call. Are they going to even talk about it? I don't know about this call. I don't think it's right. Let's see, looking at a replay there. I think McTavish should get the goal. I can tell you, I bet you that Joe Quenneville and his staff are not too happy. I don't get that one, to be honest with you.
No, the argument isn't they pushed Mason McTavish in. He barely touched Korpisalo to begin with, and here's a nice kick out from Helleson over to Killorn.
And the Ducks shoot it wide. Well, if anything, that should inspire the troops. And Boston shoots it down. The fans don't like it. And we won't repeat what they're chanting here at Honda Center as the puck moved to center ice. Ducks shoot it in. Well, that'll inspire a team if you're not too happy about the call. And I don't think anyone here in the arena, besides the Ducks team on the bench far side, are happy with that.
No, they're playing as if they just got a goal taken away from them. How about that forecheck from Alex Killorn there on the far side? Absolutely crushing defenseman Mason Lowry in the far side corner.
All right, Anaheim in. Killorn for Strome. Whacks it to Vatrano in behind the net. Get it out to Lacombe. Moving in towards the net. Moving in. A shot. A right arm save by Korpisalo. And then the puck deflects up over the glass and out of play.
An unbelievable play by Jackson Lacombe here on the near side point. A little inside out weight transfer. And then he beats that winger pressuring up to him. Here on the near side, he continues to pass the top of the circles area. Oh, and he's got that top left side absolutely penciled in. What a save there by Korpisalo.
Well, I'm still thinking about that call. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was right, but what can we do about it? 2-1 Anaheim leads, 10:01 to go, second period. All right, face off to the right of their goaltender, Korpisalo. Bill Stoll down at the other end. Both have played well. Here's a collision, push and shove with Big Ross Johnston down in the corner, joined by Nestorenko up front along with Harkin. See if this line can do some damage here. Puck played to the line, maybe out, maybe not. It was held in, I guess, and now the Ducks will play it out at center ice, and it's going to be whistled down.
Yeah, they're going to deem this high sticking, and it's going to look like end up being a face-off in mid-ice. But we got a break.
Yes, we do. We'll be right back to Anaheim. 2-1 Ducks lead over the Bruins at the midway point of this one. You're tuned in to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
It's not too late to become an Orange Alliance member for the 2025-26 Anaheim Ducks season. As a member, you'll receive first dibs on the best available locations, savings off tickets, discounts on concessions and merchandise, an exclusive OA member vest, and new this year, parking is included. Find out how to join at AnaheimDucks.com/Orange Alliance.
My, this Jumbotron has given us laughs all game long. Yet Beckett Seneca with a little word scramble game, and we had a couple chuckles and then some fans dancing the night away as well. All season long, Chick-fil-A and the Anaheim Ducks want to give away free chicken sandwiches when your Ducks score 5 goals at Honda Center. Simply download the Chick-fil-A app and open the reward section before 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Must have location services turned on and be inside Honda Center to receive the reward. Visit www.anaheimducks.com for details.
Boy, some inspiring dancing during that commercial break. See if the Ducks can dance themselves to another goal here before the second period ends. 2-1 lead over the Bruins. 9:20 to go in period 2. And the Bruins hustle back in their own end of the rink. And Asperat will clear it up ahead to a teammate. And the puck is shot wide in that circle to the right of Dostal. Here comes Anaheim back. Troy Terry around the defense. Back behind the net, lost it as he tried to think about putting the puck in front of the goal.
A nice toe drag dot lane here on the near side from Troy Terry. He narrowly got past Zadorov. What a one-on-one move.
Ducks turn it over. Puck fired, Dostal glove save, and the puck cleared up the right wing side by Moore, the rookie. Gets it back again, feathers it high into the air to a safe place, the center ice circle.
Tanner Jeannot getting a nice in-tight look. I tell you what, he's been shooting lots here in tonight's game, and the Boston Bruins get a follow-up shot, near side hash marks, glove down by Lukas Dostal.
Yeah, Andrew Peak with that short little wrister there, and we'll have another draw coming up here. In a 2-1 lead for Anaheim, and it stayed that way for a while here.
The Ducks will host Hockey Fights Cancer Night presented by UCI Health at Honda Center tomorrow night. The evening will highlight game night presenting partner UCI Health and raise awareness and support for local nonprofit Jesse Reese Foundation. For tickets, visit amducks.com/lavender.
All right, we'll look forward to that. We'll have our broadcast for it as well. Here's a drive, and it deflects out of play over the glass. That puck deflected off opposition stick and flew up into the air in a jiffy.
Get your limited edition Ducks color changing cup and a ticket to tomorrow's game against the Ottawa Senators with a special ticket pack. This refreshing offer is only available while supplies last. To purchase, visit amducks.com/chill.
All right. Well, we're going to have to redo the face-off right here in the Anaheim defensive zone. 8:28 to play. At times, slow-moving second period here, but not when they drop the puck. It's back and forth. Anaheim tried to feed it ahead for Vetrano on a pass up the boards by Lacombe. Anaheim will chase it down. That's Killorn going after it. Falls down. Looks like we'll get a penalty against the Bruins, who touch it. And, yep, the Ducks are about to go on a power play.
Well, the Anaheim Ducks, they just want it more in this game so far. How about that pressure down from Drew Hellison? That really causes Alex Killorn to even be in an opportunity to draw a penalty. He picks it up. Nice, strong couple strides out of the pocket, gets tripped up on the play. How about a little pushing and shoving around the red line, Steve?
Yep. I tell you, Frank Vetrano wasn't too happy during that sequence. He was involved in a minor little battle early on. All right, we got a tripping call coming up. Well, now is a good time for Anaheim to get a little insurance here midway through this second period.
Yeah, it was, of course, Mason Lowry there in the far side corner, tripping up Alex Killorn. I really think Mason Lowry has had a nice outing. He really has. For his size and his speed combination, he's been effective, but he's got to control his stick a little bit better on that play.
JMG power play. Face off. Bruin in. They immediately clear the puck after winning that particular draw. So we're 10 seconds off the board. Goal here would get Anaheim a 2-goal lead. Here comes the speed. Kreider, front of the net, a shot. Oh, and a big-time save by Korpisalo.
What a play. It was Leo Carlsson kicking it out to Chris Kreider here on the near side and striking through with speed for days. Leo Carlsson, a little pop-out play about 10 feet on the near side in front of the blue paint. A nice left pad save by Korpisalo.
Yeah, Ducks were starting up the ice in this particular sequence, and it was dropped back behind Dostal. Now it's up ahead to center ice for Leo Carlsson. Off to Chris Kreider, the former Ranger. Flips the puck behind the net. Bruins see an opening, and they'll drop it all the way down with just under a minute to go on the power play.
Yeah, the puck was wrapping around the boards from the near side to the far side, and even though Beckett Seneca was pressuring from the far side, Hampton's Lindholm gets that puck all the way down the ice.
Cutter Gauthier to Killorn, front of the net, a shot. It's partially deflected wide there off the stick of Steves.
Nice setup by Killorn, a 60-foot pass to the far side. Mason McTavish cuts across with it and attempts to shoot, but it was deflected there wide.
Here comes Zellweger through the Bruins, all the way down to the goal line of the Boston Bruins. Killorn is over there trying to assist him. Puck comes out to the blue line right in front of the Anaheim players' bench. 13 seconds left on the power play. McTavish now for Cutter Gauthier. Will chase it down. Missed pass doesn't help things. Back to the point for McTavish. A shot. They score! On a deflection in front of the net by Ryan Strome. What a pretty play as time was winding down here in the second period. A penalty down to 2 seconds when the Ducks score their third goal of the game. It's 3-1.
And Mason McTavish, he got his goal taken away earlier, not too long ago. He says, you know what, you're going to take away my goal? I'll show you this pass on the near side. He was just inside the offensive zone, blue line here on the near side. It was a slat pass and 2 feet above the goal line here on the near side. Ryan Strome opens up his backhand. It is a roof tip on the short side. What a tally.
Crowd erupts with joy there. That's a big one. Long way to go, however, but the Ducks fight back. And Harkins apparently going to be tossed from the center ice face-off circle. Nestorenko in to take the draw. For Anaheim, I don't understand that one.
Well, didn't you mention how much of a boost Ryan Strome has?
Oh, yeah.
Really boosted his hockey club?
No question at all. We really missed him early on. We could have another 4 or 5 wins under a belt. I actually believe that if he's in the lineup. But he's going to do some big things as this season moves along. You can just feel it. Here come the Bruins, led by Pasternak. Rink wide, flip, a shot. It's wide, just out of the reach of Dostal's catching glove. Playing their own end of the rink. Pasternak's there to try and create some havoc. Puck is kicked ahead that time by Nestorenko. Pasternak from behind roughs him up a little bit, and the Bruins defense takes over in their own end.
That was the puck protection skills and the reverse pressure that we talked about all pregame show long for Nikita Nestorenko. How about him fending off one of the game's best, Pasternak, at the near side red line?
Here comes Anaheim, led by the rookie. And he shoots it all the way up the ice. Talking about Ian Moore. Back the other way comes Boston through the neutral zone. Left-handed shooter tossing it in a hurry. Going after the puck again. Bruins apply a little pressure. Leo Carlson's there to say no to that threat. And the puck is sent down the ice by Anaheim.
How about this stat? Face-off win second period. Boston with 10. Anaheim with 3. You know what? It doesn't matter because the good guys just got on the board again. Ryan Strome, the goal scorer, assisted by Mason McTavish and Cutter Gauthier.
And speaking of Cutter Gauthier, flying down to the right of their goaltender, snaps one into the catching glove of Korpisalo. And then we have a little pushing and shoving in front of the net featuring Cutter Gauthier. Mason McTavish for Anaheim, and that's quickly broken up by the officials. All right, let's take a timeout. What an entertaining second period this has been, huh? 3-1, Anaheim leads over the Bruins at Honda Center. And you're listening to this exclusively on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Hi, everyone. Julie Stewart-Binks here, along with former NHLer Nate Thompson. Join us on Energy Line as we share our takes, stories, and surprise guests every week.
Patrick Kane, 3-time Stanley Cup champion.
Team USA head coach Mike Sullivan.
6-time Stanley Cup champion Mark Messier.
With over 800 NHL games, I know a couple guys.
Biz didn't have Twitter. No one knew who he was, so I called Whit, and I'm like, how is Biz? He was like, I'm telling you right now, you're going to hate him. Then he'll be your best friend.
Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts,
or wherever you get your podcasts.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
It's a 3-1 game in the second period. The Ducks up 2 goals. And as we hit the quarter season mark tonight, we've really seen the balance of young players and veterans on this Ducks team. So I caught up with one of the veterans, Alex Killorn, this morning. And Killorn shared with me that there's a lot of energy with the team, he thinks, due to the young guys and, of course, the winning that they've been having. He's also seen how his role has changed this year, but he's very happy with his play to this point in the year, saying that he hasn't been producing as much as he usually does, but he feels that he's helping the team in other aspects like the penalty kill, guys.
Yep, right on. 4:34 to go, second period. Here at Honda Center, Boston Bruins in town. Again, final meeting of the year between the two teams. They met early on in Boston. So this will end the series with this hockey club. Mason McTavish roams back own end of the rink. Flips it rink wide for Lacombe, who took a hit behind the blue line. Bruins will also to pick it up, throw it in front of the net. Lacombe there in the proper spot to break it up. McTavish now to Cutter Gauthier in front. Oh, the pass just missed Beckett Seneca.
What a play, and good job by Seneca finding that backdoor dead spot. Oh, Drew Hellison feeds it through to the net.
Yep, little redirect there. Bruins goaltender Jonas Korpisalo got a piece of that one along the ice. Boston gets it ahead, and here's a breakaway for them. A shot, oh, and it's backhanded wide there on the opportunity from center iceman Fraser Minton.
Fraser Minton, he tried to pump fake and then go backhand 5-hole and hit Lukas Josel's right pad and then slid wide to the far side corner.
Bruins hold it in. They trail by 2 goals late, second period. 3:26 to be exact left in it. Game's at a little bit of everything. The Bruins swing it up on the right wing side. Bounced in by Blumel. He pursues the puck, but the Anaheim defense led by Lacombe had it. Put it up into the air. Did Mason McTavish almost hit the scoreboard, I thought there for a minute. It fell down in the Bruin defensive zone, and they go back to retrieve it.
That was a world-class flip with the softest of touches there for Mason McTavish. The one thing the Anaheim Ducks need to do defensively is just keep their head on a swivel. And here comes Olin Zellweger there on the near side.
Yeah, to Ryan Strome, and a little poke of the puck off to the right of the goaltender. Now a brouhaha developing. I guess frustration, maybe on the Bruins side more than Anaheim right now because they have the lead 3-1, but you can feel the tension continue to grow here in the second period.
Yeah, and look, some of the plays let up by the Anaheim Ducks defensively, or when the Boston Bruins are getting behind them, whether the play's moving up, turnover, and the guy's still behind them, or the breakaway that just transpired there. The Ducks, once again, just have to keep their heads on a swivel. Make sure no Bruin is behind them.
Yep. Ryan Strome taking another draw. And the Bruins get some assistance from that face-off circle. Work it, but not out. Zellweger held it in. Puck is rolled behind the net. Winds up on Killorn's stick. Tried to poke it in front of the Bruin goal, and it was intercepted. Pasternak, look out here. Dangerous with the puck. Got loose of it as the Ducks came back quickly to help defend. And here's Trouba working it free. One of the Bruins has lost their stick. That helps the cause. Anaheim breaks in. In front, Trouba shot. It's blocked. And the Bruins get a big defensive play there and move quickly out to center ice, led by Corelli.
Yeah, what a play on the far side before that big blast by Trouba. Boy, that shot blocked. I mean, that must have hurt there.
I felt it up here. Here's the puck sent all the way down by Anaheim. 3-1 for the Ducks, a minute 55 to go in a lengthy second period here. 28-17, shots favoring the visitors. Puck rolled in front of the net. They tried to center it. Zadorov did, the defenseman. And that one put up to center and into the Boston zone by the Ducks. Back in a hurry. Here comes Boston, a shot, they score! Michael Eyssimont That one, I think, went between the legs of Dostal, who is down with his pads on the ice, and he is taking his face protector off. I hope he's all right. I'm wondering if he had an equipment problem while all this was going on. It's a 3-1 game up until this play, so it's 3-2. The Ducks' lead's been cut down to 1.
What a move by Eyssimont here on the near side. Ian Moore tries to slide right through his hands, as any skill coach would advise, any coach in general. That was a nice defensive setup, but just a world-class move by Eyssimont. Dodges him, and then he takes one step out. He releases a shot that trickles in here on that near side. And I tell you what, I have a hunch that goal let in had a lot to do with an equipment problem, as you just addressed there, Steve, by Lukas Dostal. It seemed like a savable shot, right? From that distance, we typically see Lukas Dostal saving those. So that must have been an unfortunate, clear-cut equipment malfunction. I'm just trying to think if that was maybe the glove and maybe part of the netting or leather material. I look forward to hearing what happened.
Yep, crowd really into it now, man. 1:31 to go, second period. And here comes Boston. We should have a heck of a third, I'm telling you. There's a hit. Bruins player up against the board. He was wrecked up for a while. Jeffrey Veal behind the net. They try a wraparound try on Dostal. That won't work. Gudas behind his goaltender. The Anaheim captain looks it float up the left wing side, held it at the point. You're about to hear the 1 minute mark announcement here at Honda Center for the period.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Here comes Anaheim trying to break out. Gudas ahead for Leo Carlsson. He's due. In front, Kreider shoots, and he fired it wide, stick side.
What a one-on-one play by Leo Carlsson. He was going up against defenseman Andrew Peak before chipping it here to the near side, and Chris Kreider misses just wide.
I'll tell you, this game's becoming more physical. Seneca just hit it off the right goalpost, moving in. Gets it again up on the right wing side. Fans really into it here. Pretty entertaining game. 25 seconds left in period 2. Bruins try and get a break. They speed in. They'll move in, and the Ducks hustle back to break it up in the nick of time. Boston with it, down near the goal line. Big play in front of the net. Somebody doesn't have a stick. Is that Seneca? And he gets one now, and here comes Anaheim to center ice. Puck moved in. Cutter Gauthier out there with Mason McTavish up front. Seneca the other forward, and the horn sounds to end the period. That was a pretty entertaining period of hockey, and the Ducks still skate off the ice with the lead. That's the big thing.
Yeah, that period was entertaining indeed. Michael Eyssimont, he gets the Boston Bruins' second goal, assisted by Nikita Zadorov, who's skating really well, right? How about the near side transition game there on that last play by Zadorov? Wide speed. We talked about earlier those long, efficient strides as he blows by the Anaheim Ducks defense on the near side. And how about that follow-up play there by Jackson Lacombe here on the near side corner? Just getting a stick here on the near side corner about that rim being wrapped around the puck. He intercepts it, and it comes back the other way. Look, it's not about what the good guys are doing well offensively. It's just those times in which we saw early on that play. Maybe it was Alex Steves, if I can remember correctly, getting behind the Anaheim Ducks D for an in-tight play, and then last but not least, that last breakaway opportunity by Fraser Minton, right? So there's just a couple opportunities given up by the good guys, and it just can't happen. You just got to keep all Boston Bruins in front of them. So that's the only thing, only negative that I could really come up with, Steve. But so far, so good. Offensively, they're capitalizing on what they need to capitalize, and they just got to keep all the Boston Bruins in front of them.
Yeah, the only other thing that I noticed there as the teams came off the ice, it looked like Radko Gudas was ready to go to the locker room, came back twice. Nikita Zadorov was yapping away, so they kept those two apart. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a little more of the physical aspect of these two teams come the third period, and that's about, 10-15 minutes away. The Bruins down to Anaheim, 3-2. after 40 minutes of playing time. Our second period intermission is next here on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Get 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines on clearance with big savings on the full Honda line. Gas, hybrids, and EVs. All new Hondas are in stock. Honda, KBB.com's best value and performance brand. This is the time to get a new Honda with clearance savings. Search your local Honda dealer today. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern POC radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera POC radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera POC radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's HYTERA.us.
This is the second intermission report on Duckstream, the official 24/7 audio network of the Anaheim Ducks.
Hey, we're back. Steve Carroll, Emerson Edom, and our crew. Say the Wild Wings Kids Club is back. You know, it's better than ever. Young Ducks fans can score exclusive merchandise, fun prizes, and invites to special Kids Club events all season long. To learn more or to sign up, visit ANAHEIMDucks.com/Kids Club. Before we turn it over to Emerson Edom for a good portion of the second intermission with Boston trailing Anaheim 3-2 here in Southern California. Want to go all the way back to 1894. Now, I know we up here in the booth, we're not here at that time, but Arrowhead Mountain spring water has been there for you since 1894. Naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments and now proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Remember Arrowhead Mountain spring water? Nothing else. And I asked Mr. Edom before he goes to work here in the intermission, you weren't around in 1894, were you?
Definitely not. Definitely not. So. No, with this figure, how it's looking these days, no way. Let's get to some news and notes from around the National Hockey League. Boston Bruins defenseman Charlie McAvoy underwent facial surgery and will be out indefinitely, head coach Marco Sturm said today, per Jim McBride of the Boston Globe. McAvoy was hit in the face by a slap shot during Saturday's win over the Montreal Canadiens. Florida Panthers forward A2 Lurestrinen is listed as week to week. Get a load of this. After suffering burns in a barbecue accident, head coach Paul Maurice said today, according to team reporter Jameson Olive. Maurice added that Lurestrinen didn't need to remain in the hospital overnight and that his return will hinge on how comfortable he feels wearing his gear. Geez, some interesting injuries here away from the rink. You have, of course, Jack Hughes there in New Jersey, and that happened with the broken glass incident. Unfortunate for some of these NHLers. The Florida Panthers and New York Rangers have unveiled their uniforms for the 2026 Winter Classic. The back-to-back Stanley Cup champions gave their Leaping Panther logo a vintage look and added retro colors to mark the NHL's first outdoor game in Florida. Macklin Celebrini may be the only member of the San Jose Sharks not eager to discuss his remarkable season, one in which the 19-year-old has matched achievements reached by only the game's all-time greats. He added another highlight last night, completing his third career hat trick with an overtime winner that lifted the Sharks to a 3-2 victory over the Utah Mammoth and placed him in elite company. Dallas Stars forward Mikko Rantanen received a 5-minute major in a game misconduct for boarding New York Islanders defenseman Alexander Romanov last night. The infraction occurred in the final minute of regulation during New York's 3-2 victory. In other news, Toronto Maple Leafs forward Matthew Knies missed last night's 3-2 overtime win against the St. Louis Blues with a lower body injury. The team announced before the game that he is considered day-to-day. Last but not least, yesterday, Toronto Maple Leafs general manager Brad Treliving expressed support for head coach Craig Berube, even as he recognized the team's early season difficulties. In quotations, I've seen what Berube's done in the past. I've got a belief in the messaging he's given. Craig didn't become a bad coach overnight. Treliving told reporters, when you go through difficult times, the easy thing is, and it's a natural thing, you're going to pick off the coach, the manager, whoever. The way out of it, to me, is not pointing fingers, but digging in together. Steve, before I send it back to you, get a jump on your holiday shopping with a Ducks holiday pack. The pack includes tickets to multiple games along with a cozy fleece that you can wear at the rink all season long. Plus, if you secure your pack before November 30th, you'll receive an extra game for free. Get your pack now at ANAHEIMDucks.com/holidays.
Alrighty. Hey, we want to repeat this again if you haven't heard about it. Ducks Hockey and the Ducks Radio Network, brought to you by UCI Health every night. Discover how a marsh can be healing. Get ready for a place born of the healing powers of breakthroughs and tranquility. This is where community meets innovation, where game-changing research takes place beside soul-affirming nature. All in the name of a healthier Orange County. Discover the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. And we will take a timeout here. We're in the second period intermission in Southern California. Anaheim 3 and Boston 2. We're coming right back to Honda Center in just a moment as you continue to listen all night long to Duck Stream, powered by Tuning.
With the NHL app, you can listen to every NHL game right from your phone. And with home and away broadcast feeds, you choose your way to listen.
And he scores!
Whether you're at work, at the gym, or stuck in traffic, the NHL app puts you right in the action all season long. Every team, every game, everywhere you go. Download the NHL app and never miss a moment.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plates, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities at the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Welcome back to Honda Center. Hey, you can check out the new lineup of cool giveaways, theme nights, and ticket packages for this season. Giveaways: a wearable blanket, a nut quacker, boy band tee, soccer jersey, and more. See the complete list at ANAHEIMDucks.com/promotions. Midway through the second period intermission, Anaheim 3, Boston 2, and Emerson Edom alongside here. What do you have for us?
Well, let's get to the stats from the first 40 minutes of play so far, starting with, of course, your good guys. And Ratko Gudas continuing just the menace that he's brought to this game. 4 hits, including 2 shots on goal, and of course, one of those shots went in for a big-time tally early on in this game. Ryan Strome has been phenomenal. Steve and I have been talking about him on multiple occasions, over and over, shift in, shift out. He's really skating well. Well, he got that beautiful tip tally on the near side on a pass, a slap pass from Mason McTavish. Just gorgeous. 3 shots on goal through 40 minutes of play for Strome. He's also got 1 takeaway. Jansen Harkins continues solid play. 4 hits, 4 block shots. Wow. How about that? Boston Bruins. Alex Steeves, he's been skating well here. 3 block shots so far tonight. Jeffrey Veal, he's also skated well. Oh, this 6 shots on goal through 2 periods of play. And Fraser Minton, who got robbed on a breakaway attempt. 5-1 in the faceoff circle, good for 83% win percentage. Let's get to some team stats here. 68% win percentage in the faceoff circle for the Boston Bruins. 33% win percentage for the Anaheim Ducks. Block shots, 11 for the Boston Bruins. How about this? 16 for the good guys. Takeaways, Anaheim Ducks 3, Boston Bruins 2. So, as you recall, coming out of that first period, a lot of these team stats were going in the Boston Bruins direction. But, well, tides have turned here as the good guys now leading in a lot of these team stats, and they're also continuing to stretch their lead in the goal-scoring department. How about giveaways? Well, Anaheim giving the puck away more, but when oftentimes teams with the more puck possession are the ones giving the puck away, so this doesn't, by any stretch of the imagination, really define what Anaheim has brought these giveaways. But 16 for the good guys. They're playing with the puck so much. 8 for the Boston Bruins. Hits. Boston continues to out-hit the Anaheim Ducks. 23 for them. 13 for the good guys, and Boston continuing to pull away in the shots on goal department. 30 for them, 19 for the Anaheim Ducks. Before we send it to commercial break, as the young core continues to blossom, there's no better time to join the action at Honda Center. Secure your Orange Alliance membership now to receive a Ducks Authentic Premium jersey along with access to a special meet and greet event taking place this Monday. Join now at ANAHEIMDucks.com/faceoff. We have third period puck drop coming right after this commercial break. Thanks for listening to Duckstream, powered by Tuna.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you, with naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments, and now, proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
If you don't have gas in your home, but something doesn't smell good. Ew, what's that smell? If it smells like rotten eggs, there could be a leak in your neighborhood. Now what do I do? If you suspect a leak, move fast, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
From a safe location.
But I don't have natural gas in my home. Gas lines are buried all around, so even if you don't have gas, I know, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Ducks fans, make your next game a one to remember with a private suite. Food, drinks, and more where you and up to 40 friends are available to book today. For inquiries, visit HondaCenter.com/rental suites.
Welcome back. On to center. SoCal 3-2. Ducks lead the Boston Bruins. Steve Carroll with Emerson Edom. Say, I want to remind you about our flex plans. Plans are available for our fans who have the busiest schedules. Just select 7 or more games to receive huge savings on tickets, discounts on concessions and merchandise. And new this year, let me emphasize, parking is included. New this year, parking is included. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/flexible for more information. So that's all about flex plans. More on that later. Third period upcoming. Ducks ahead by a precarious 1 goal over the Boston Bruins. And here we start the third period. Good crowd, vociferous crowd right from the face-off. 5 seconds in, there will be a face-off brought back into the Anaheim end. All right. So a whistle will stop play just a few seconds. You don't normally see that right from an opening face-off in a start of a period. Jacob Trouba looking on, and a draw coming near Lukas Stostov. Glad you're with us tonight. Don't forget, the Ottawa Senators come to town tomorrow. We'll have that broadcast here on Duckstream if you can't be here.
And you know what, this Boston Bruins team, it's a good test for the Ducks before a team like the Ottawa Senators comes in, and especially for a back-to-back because, well, the Ottawa Senators, they like those low plays. They like grinding in the corner as Hampus Lindholm, former Anaheim Duck, here on the near side point, gets a shot through. Major traffic in front of Lukas Dostal, but a nice chest save by the Dostal.
Yeah, you're talking about the Bruins being a big test, and I agree. 12-9 overall record. Game under 500 on the road, but it's kind of funny to think that after this game we won't see him again this year. 2 games already in the history books when this one ends in maybe about half an hour to an hour.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams took this Boston Bruins team lightly here early on. They're exceeding expectations. No one thought they were going to be this good.
Here's a shot off to the right of the Boston goaltender, Korpisalo. Back up Jeremy Swayman tonight. Here's Anaheim going after the puck, and Ryan Strome will slap it behind the net. Bruins can't get it out. Trouba, the veteran defenseman for Anaheim, will shovel it behind the goal. Big fight for the puck. Killorn couldn't keep it in, but the Ducks do. At least that's what the call is, or lack of. Here is Zellweger watching Trouba fire one along the ice wide.
It was Frank Vetrano here in the near side corner getting up to Trouba, and he unleashed a bomb. Some great traffic in front of Korpisalo, and Ryan Strome's doing work there in the far side corner.
Here is Vetrano going after the puck on the far side, and the Bruins will shoot it all the way down for an icing call. It looked like they had made a change or two, so I don't know if that's going to be allowed. Evidently, these 5 guys are going to be on the ice right now.
Yeah, well, when you continue to press the Boston Bruins and push them back. All they have is to ice the puck. That's exactly what happens, and a face-off ensues to the right of Corpusalo.
Crowd really vociferous tonight. Really good crowd here at Honda Center. A lot of them will be back tomorrow as well. Here's Boston going after the puck. Ellison kept it in. Goes to the point for Troy Terry. A shot. He whistled one wide. Bruins go after the puck and will backhand over a few shoulders. Puck winds up in the neutral zone. Brought back in quickly by Kreider. A shot. Stick save by Corpusalo that time.
A great pull-up from Kreider here on the near side, and he gets it to the net. A nice pass off pad attempt as you had Leo Carlson tracking their weak side. A great right path stop by Corpusalo.
So Kreider, Terry are over there with Carlson near the bench. They'll go off for a breather. And Anaheim will start up the ice here. Almost 2 minutes gone by. Third period. Close game. Here's Anaheim with possession of the puck. Down near the goal line of Boston. Seneca out for Gudas' shot. That was blocked. Tried to tap it to Seneca for another opportunity to shoot. That one failed to connect, and there the Bruins are going to go after one of the Anaheim players there. That's Gudas. And Gudas falls on top of the player whose number we can't even see from up here yet. But there was a big hit, and then the Bruins said, got to do something about it. Gudas separated. You know he can handle himself. He'll get a big roar here. And that was after a collision with one of the Boston players, and I think it was Michael Asamont, number 81, who was involved in that. Maybe not. Let's see. Going to be led off the ice.
Well, Veal's going to the players' bench, but yeah, I mean, it was Asamont who got the initial contusion. It looks like he's grabbing his knee as he's sliding on the ice. So that initial contact by Radko Gudas was indeed on, as you mentioned there, Steve, Asamont. As Asamont tries to take that puck off the wall, Radko Gudas just looking to finish his hit, and the officials have kind of gathered around the scorekeeper's box, and referee Kyle Raymond is talking to Pasternak here, trying to sort some things out. But, yeah, Jeffrey Veal is the player that went to the dressing room. Let's take a listen to this call.
Penalties on the play. Boston number 48 has 2 minutes for instigating, 5 minutes for fighting, and a 10-minute misconduct. Anaheim number 7 has 5 minutes for fighting, 2-minute power play for Anaheim.
All right. Yeah, Jeffrey Veal went into the mix after the original confrontation between Asamont and Gudas. And that, of course, surmised more minutes and penalties coming to the Boston team. And here's a big time in the hockey game right now. 17:47 left, third period. 3-2 Anaheim. This one getting a little rough and tumble here in the third period.
Well, Asamont was continuing to bark at the Anaheim Ducks bench. He's not happy. And you know who else isn't happy is head coach for the Boston Bruins, Marco Sturm. He's irate.
Yes, he is. Joel Quenneville watching from behind his bench. Well, this is a very competitive hockey game. That's the way to put it right now. Who knows what's going to happen? Again, 31-20 shot advantage for the Bruins. JMG power play for Anaheim. Boy, if they can get another one here and get that lead to 2 instead of 1, puts them in a little bit better scenario. Or then score another one, maybe 3. We'll see. Face off to the right of Corpusalo. Crowd really into it. And right from the draw, McTavish tapped it behind the Bruin goal, and their defense will slap it off the near glass and all the way down.
Yeah, Alex Lauren was pressuring Zadorov here on the near side as he was wrapping the puck around his net, and he eventually gets the clear by going strong side off the glass.
Zellweger brings it to center, drops it back. Ryan Strome. Come on, fellas, let's get another one here. McTavish lost it. Puck knocked away from him and cleared through the neutral zone by the veteran Corrali.
Yeah, one too many stick handles. It was a nice pull-up by Mason McTavish, but gets intercepted with the extra stick handle.
Oh, there's a feed from one side of the rink to the other. Killorn tracks it down. Gets a pass back. Out for Cutter Gauthier. A one-timer and an arm save by Korpisalo.
A beautiful seam pass there by Alex Killorn as he rounded the top of the circles on the far side flank, and he put it right in the wheelhouse of Cutter Gauthier. And a big-time glove stop by Korpisalo.
All right. 58 seconds to go in the minor penalty to the Boston Bruins. Here comes Anaheim, holding on to a one-goal advantage early in the third period. Puck moved in front, centered, shot. Korpisalo made the save on a very close-in opportunity there for Troy Terry, who was alongside Chris Kreider.
Yeah, Jeannot was on Troy Terry there. Hampus Lindholm was on Troy Terry as he released that puck. He still somehow found a way to get that through. What an entry by Chris Kreider as he chips it down to Leo Carlson. Leo Carlson rounds it, and, well, a beautiful drop pass back to Troy Terry, who tries to go 5-hole along the ice. That was a great play, great shot under duress from Terry.
All right, Bruins kick it to a teammate and find an opening and bounce the biscuit all the way down the ice. So 34 seconds remaining. That's the number that's the important one at the moment as the Ducks continue on a JMG power play early in the third period. And one goal separating the two teams. Anaheim with the lead. Work it towards the goal line. A pass from outside on the other side of the rink escaped Seneca, and then the Bruins will make a change after dumping the puck in behind Dostal.
Yeah, Hampus Lindholm with a nice stretch pass out of the near side corner to Alex Steeves, who elects to just chip it home. And how about Troy Terry there with a nice entry?
He goes in behind the net. He's hooked down. No penalty coming there. Ducks hold the puck in. A shot, and right into the glove midsection area of Korpisalo, who will hang on to it here. And the Anaheim Ducks failing to produce on that particular hockey play. And we'll see if that is a problem later on as this game continues. The Ducks still maintain that one-goal lead at the moment, 3-2. Still a lot of time left to be played, however.
Yeah, nothing came out of that last power play for the Ducks, but how about the entries? Great entries by Troy Terry and Leo Carlson in particular, and some nice movement. Great utilization of the flanks there. Troy Terry rounding the far side flank, and then, of course, early on, Cutter Gauthier with that brilliant blast.
All right, puck moved in front. Little off balance was Harkins, who already has a goal here. Ross Johnston, Vetrano there up front for Anaheim, trying to poke it in. And meanwhile, Lacombe and Trouba appear to be going off on a defensive pair change with those three forwards. You see up on the board Mason McTavish, multi-assist game. That will make the coaching staff smile, and I'm sure make Mason McTavish and his line mates smile as well. Couple of assists, but Ducks could use another goal or two here. This Boston team, a stubborn team here. And you sense this one's going down to the wire. 15:07 to go, third period. Bruins move in. Center the puck. Oh, and they just missed connections there to get a good shot. Here comes Seneca. Lost the puck. Bruins take over. Come through the neutral zone. Seneca goes in front of the Anaheim bench to avoid Pasternak from going in any further. Then a shot in a circle to the right of Lukáš Dostal. Blocked before it got to him, and then a rocket of a shot in between the circles. Went wide, stick side of Dostal.
Well, a pretty pass out of the corner here from Sean Crowley, and he fed it right in the wheelhouse of Zadorov. Zadorov with the blast in a subsequent play there on the far side as he tried to get it to the net. It was deflected into the upper netting. Text the postgame show, 714-439-8422. So far, so good for the good guys. We'd love to hear your thoughts on tonight's game.
All right, leads to go in this one. 3-2 Anaheim. And a 32-24 shot advantage by the Boston Bruins. And there is Frank Vetrano having a conversation with one of his mates to the left of Dostal. Continues to play some great hockey. Vetrano slipped into the face-off circle. So did one of the Bruins there. It looked like they wanted somebody else to take the draw anyway. And that's Fraser Minton from Vancouver, BC, the third-line center in this game for the Bruins. And it looks like Killorn's going to come in to take the draw against him. 14:28 to play in the third period. Linesman drops the puck. Quick shot right from the face-off there. Went wide of Dostal. Another shot, and that's blocked. That one came from way out by Minton. Anaheim goes after the puck. Cleared by Boston instead. They keep it in from the point. Turn, shoot, and again Minton's shot deflected into the corner left of Dostal and then wound to center by the Ducks. Boston's there to intercept. They move in again. Most of the play early in the third here been down in the Anaheim zone. They center it, held in, then they lose it. And then they touched it back, and then Anaheim takes over again.
Well, you want to talk about a solid forecheck from Mark Kostelic there. Not only did he win that loose puck battle, getting the first loose puck there and the behind the net, but he feeds it out to Zadorov with a big-time, one-time chance. Here comes Troy Terry on the forecheck.
Yeah, behind the net for Leo Carlson. He's due to get a point here. Puck at the point. Fired behind the net by Drew Hellison. Leo Carlson in front of the Bruins bench. Put it in front, a shot, backhand, and it's blocked and goes behind the net.
Wow, that was Jackson Lacombe. What a feed from Carlson. What pump fakes from Lacombe, and a nice backhand as well.
Oh, another shot from out near the blue line, blocked by Boston. Bounces all the way down, and Drew Hellison back to retrieve it. It's down to 13 minutes to play in the third period. Anaheim holding on to a 3-2 lead. You get the sense now as this game continues, it's going to go right down to the wire.
And for those of you who are just tuning into the broadcast, the Anaheim Ducks doing a really good job here late in the game of dictating the pace of play and not allowing the Boston Bruins to be first to a lot of these loose pucks.
All right, Boston in deep to the right of Lukáš Dostal, who's been himself. Pretty good goaltending performance to this point. Here comes Anaheim trying to dig it free from the corner, and I think we might get a minor penalty here. Let's see. A cross-check perhaps, and we'll see how it all sorts itself out here. It might be Anaheim who's going to get the penalty. 12:29 to play, a slow move to the sin bin.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Jensen Harkins is going to be the one. It's either going to be a cross-check or check from behind. Here's the call.
Anaheim, number 24, 2-minute minor for cross-checking.
Boy, that hurts.
And you know what? For me, in my liking, Pasternak just went down a tad too soft there. Look, just a little push, and I don't know. How about... who's that? Zacha coming in there late there and getting a shot on Harkins as well. So if you're going to call that one, you might as well call the follow-up on Zacha as well. Tough break for the Ducks.
Yeah, you can shake your head on that. Let's take a timeout. 3-2 Ducks, third period. And we're coming right back to Anaheim as you continue to listen to Duckstream, powered by Tuning.
Hi, everyone. Julie Stewart-Binks here, along with former NHLer Nate Thompson. Join us on Energy Line as we share our takes, stories, and surprise guests every week. Patrick Kane, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. Team USA head coach Mike Sullivan. 6-time Stanley Cup champion Mark Messier.
With over 800 NHL games, I know a couple guys.
Biz didn't have Twitter. No one knew who he was, so I called Whit, and I'm like, how's Biz? He was like, I'm telling you right now, you're going to hate him. Then he'll be your best friend.
Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts,
or wherever you get your podcasts.
Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you, with naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments, and now proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water, nothing else.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Busy schedule? Hey, Flex plans are available now to let you choose the games that you want. Select 7 or more games to save big and get discounts on concessions and merch. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/FlexPlans.
A lot of noise here at Honda Center. I wonder why. Well, it's 3-2 Anaheim. Close game. A shot. Bruins score to tie it up. Right from a face-off win, and guess who got it? One of their top point producers in their history. Yeah, he's the guy that got it, David Pastrnak. Let's see, did Morgan Geekie got a piece of that too? Yeah, I think he might have. Here from the face-off. Working around, we watched the replay, and they put it in from far out, beat Dostal cleanly. Pasternak's the guy that put the shot. Great redirection by Geekie in the slot off the blade of his stick. Emerson Edom pointing out, I think it was a deflection, and you were right. Great eyesight.
Well, it was just a simple fact that the game's best players, what do? They take the puck off the wall. They attack the open ice. That's exactly what David Pastrnak did on the near side, top of the circles. He rounded that corner there, attacked the open ice, and sent it to the net right in the slot area. The bumper area was Morgan Geekie who got a stick on it.
All right, good eyesight. Here is Lacombe. Back near the blue line. Oh, almost came outside. I guess it didn't. The officials let it play. Boston back to regain possession. Turn it over. Ducks shoot it behind the net. Here's Mason McTavish. Boy, does he do a big-time goal. Puck fired from the point. That's knocked down. Lacombe let that one go. Hellison at the other point. Ducks go to the goal line, to the right of their goaltender. Quick shot from close in, and a left pad save by Jonas Korpisalo.
Boy, Beckett Seneca was in a tough spot, and AC Mont was all over him. He still managed to get a shot off, and a big left pad save by Korpisalo.
Yeah, I think something happened to McTavish here. I don't know if he was slashed with a stick, but he's not very happy. Cross-checks one of the Bruins on the far side, and then goes off on a change. Uh-oh, here comes Boston speeding in a 3-3 tie, third period. Ducks hustle to get back. Bruins center at rink wide. Trouba goes over to defend. They work the puck from one board to the other board. Penalty box side of the rink. Bruins in there on the forecheck, just trying to steal the puck. Zellweger's one of the Anaheim players, with Carlson trying to knock it free, and they do to the far corner. Bruins on a pitch, kept it in one more time. Here's Troy Terry, out of the zone, out of trouble with a feed to Trouba, shoots it all the way down.
Well, Boston now 2 for 2 on the power play. Morgan Geekie, the Boston Bruins' third goal scorer, assisted by David Pastrnak and Hampus Lindholm.
All right, tie game. 10.5 to go, third period. Hang on, folks. Big hit on Gudis by the Bruins that time.
Yeah, that was Mark Kostelek. I tell you what, he's been one of the better forecheckers in this game, oftentimes beating the Anaheim Ducks back to a lot of those loose pucks, and boy, did he lay the hammer on Goods there on that last forecheck.
Killorn, he comes to center, wraps it in. Ducks have 3 behind the Boston goal line. Hellison's out high from the blue line, shooting one, and that deflected off his stick. Ducks there along the near board, trying to keep it in, couldn't, as Boston's Pastrnak chased it down, didn't catch up with it, however. And Killorn right in front of the Bruins bench on the far side of the rink, rolls it all the way around the board. Played there by the Bruins, Blumel. Not too long out of the zone. Ducks got it right back, shot it in deep. And Yoki Haru, a defenseman, will slide it all the way down as both coaches make some changes, this time up the ice.
Well, the Ducks are doing exactly what they need to do, and that's just get in the corner and get after it, because a lot of times they're just being first to a lot of their forechecks or applying pressure, as Mason McTavish just did.
Yep, with Seneca and with Cutter Gauthier on this ship. Bruins in, a shot, and Dostal lit across left to right in the crease to get a piece of it.
High rate robbery, Lukas Dostal on an incoming play. What a blast and what a save coming across.
Seneca's there, causing havoc deep in the Boston Bruin defensive zone with McTavish. Trouba's out there at the moment. There's a shot attempt inside. Oh, and a huge save by Korpisalo that time.
Well, Lukas Dostal had the first highlight reel save. How about a follow-up by Korpisalo extending his blocker and robbing Mason McTavish, who tried to pump fake out the other side and put it home. What a save.
Boy, it's back and forth. Both defensive zones busy here in the third period. We have an icing call. Draw coming up in the Bruin D zone with 8:28 to play in a tie game.
Now it's Huzendinov there pulling up on the entry. It was Lowry who kicks it out with a beautiful backhand pass to the near side. And Geekie, I tell you what, Geekie, he's been all over the ice. He finds himself near side dead spot. What a save by the Dose Wall.
Here comes Boston up to center ice. Not a dull moment in this hockey game. Puck is cleared in. Gudas back out. He was involved in some rough stuff in the second period. Puck played out. Here's Morris shot. Save. Kick out right pad. Comes back out. Gudas a blast off the backboard. Bouncing to the right wing side. Gudas turned it over. And Boston back the other way. Here comes Corrali. Trying to roll it into a teammate down in the right-hand corner. That's Michael Asamont. Can't make a play. Ducks will in front of their goaltender.
How about that beautiful sauce by beautiful exit pass here to Rako Gudas on the near side. That was a solid 60-foot sauce for a nice exit.
7:36 to go, third period. 3-3 game. Ducks keep it in. Stroma drive, save, rebound, another stop. Another opportunity off the glove of one of the Bruins defensemen. Clear it but not out. Held in by Hellison. To the right of Korpisalo. Ducks go behind the net. Strome trying to center, it does, and it's knocked away by the Bruin defense and cleared out of the zone to relieve pressure.
Ryan Strome with a brilliant clapper that goes pass off pad. Juicy rebound of Frank Vetrano. He doesn't miss many of those. He gets another chance there.
After a Bruin turnover, big chance there for Frank. He'll think about that tonight. Puck is sent all the way down the ice. No icing. Boy, this game's opened up, hasn't it? Bruins steal the puck. Ducks come back to take it away. Here comes Anaheim, 3-on-3 into the zone. Gauthier for Mason McTavish in a complete circle. Moves towards the goal line. Lost the puck. Bruins have it. Clear but not out. Oh, Trouba couldn't hang on to it there. It comes to center. Anaheim takes over there. 3-3 tie. They shoot it in from the neutral zone. It's gloved by Korpisalo, and I'll tell you this, as a fan of the game, I think I'm getting my money's worth because it's been pretty entertaining. Timeout, 3-3, 6:25 to go, and you're tuned into it all on Duckstream tonight, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
Hey, quick reminder, tonight's broadcast property of the Anaheim Ducks Hockey Club. Any rebroadcast of tonight's game, either whole or in part, without the express written consent of the Anaheim Ducks and the National Hockey League is strictly prohibited.
Well, getting a lot of on-ice time here is this line. Mason McTavish, Cutter Gauthier, Beckett Seneca line. Boy, have they played a lot here this last stretch, and here they are again. Face-off to the left of Jonas Korpisalo.
I don't know. I got a little bit of a feeling they might be responsible for another goal here before it's over with. We shall see. Meanwhile, Boston ices the puck, and a draw coming all the way back near Korpisalo in their net.
Well, if the team is icing the puck, it just means they're being pressured hard. So good on the good guys for doing just that. Shot so far in the third period. Anaheim with 11, Boston with 4. So it just goes to show Boston leading shots on goal department pretty much all game. And the fact that Anaheim is inches away from tying it up in the shots on goal department, that's saying they are a well-coached team.
Yep. Face off to the right of Korpisalo. Chris Kreider sets up in the slot area, just touching that face-off circle to the right of their goaltender. Puck is pushed. Terry watches it go back for more. He shoots one. That's blocked out high, and the Bruins hustle to get possession.
Well, great defensive plays by Alex Steve as Ian Moore was doing all he could to pump fake, get some separation, but he could not find a lane, and he got that last one blocked.
Carlson in on a forecheck opportunity. Oh, they go after Gudas and pummel him into the boards right underneath the Anaheim bench, shoulder first. I think he might have caught himself before he went full force ahead, so he's on the ice. Just off an injury. There's the puck shot at by Leo Carlson. He goes off on a breather in the neutral zone, recovered by Boston. They come in quickly, but they also go offside at the Anaheim line.
Well, another fun fact here. Leo Carlson, no shots so far. So that's interesting. And it has nothing to do with him maybe not being into the game, because he certainly is. He's just his facilitating self here tonight. Oftentimes getting his head up and looking for the passing option instead.
Yeah, is that a focus, too, by the Bruins, keeping a close tab on him throughout the evening?
Oh, 100%.
Yep.
He's one of the game's brightest stars, upcoming stars. And, oh, yeah, they circled Leo's name on this roster sheet for sure.
All right, Bruins go after the puck, played by Morgan Geekie. Shot behind the net. And Anaheim's Killorn lost it. Puck is thrown in front of the net. It'll roll to the neutral zone, and Boston digs back for it in their own end. 5:04 to go, third period. That's a lot of time left. 3-3 hockey game between Anaheim and Boston. Hope you stick around for the conclusion of this one. More excitement to come, I'm guessing, and feeling. Here comes Boston on the move up the ice, led by Lowry. In on right wing, they make a move towards the net, center the puck, oh, and Dostal came out, just misconnecting on that pass from the right board to in front of Lukas.
Yeah, what a sauce pass from Morgan Geekie in the far side corner. You had AC Mont tracking here on the near side. He almost whacks it out of the air. Oh, here's Cutter Gauthier.
Yeah, with a steal, a shot, lip pad save by Korpisalo. So that line out there right now, Seneca, Cutter Gauthier, Mason McTavish. Come on, guys. Go behind the net, wrap around, try. It's loose in front, bounces to the right wing wall, and it's cleared out of the zone, and Zellweger, the young defenseman, back to retrieve.
What wheels by Cutter Gauthier. Oh, he stops up here on the near side, trying to have a 10-foot pass to Mason McTavish. That doesn't connect, but McT gets it back.
Yeah, and then he lost it, and then Zellweger picks it up, fires it. So here comes Boston in the midst of an Anaheim player change, far side of the ice, and the Bruins skate in hard after it. Anaheim will start from behind their goaltender, Dostal, with a heave of a pass up to Troy Terry. Terry lays it there. Leo Carlson, a shot, score! From the high slot! And the Ducks take a lead on a goal with a young defenseman, Ian Moore, with 3:35 to go. It's 4-3.
The Ducks needed more goals. Who can you count on? Ian Moore. He gets that puck through. Some great traffic in front of netminder Jonas Korpisalo. You have Chris Kreider there, among others. I thought Kreider's got a stick on it. I don't think he did. Wow, what a go-ahead tally by the young defenseman.
Good for him. And you're right, Kreider was right around that net, but I think it's going to be credited to Ian Moore, and good for him. And now the Ducks must hang on to this 1-goal lead.
Well. We just mentioned Leo Carlson not having a shot yet. Look at him facilitating. Again, pulling up here on the near side. That is a beautiful delay. Oh, Steve, I love saying it always happens. Positive plays when you delay. Good things happen when you delay. That's exactly what happened. Leo Carlson with a beautiful delay en route to that goal.
Okay, as Boston gets to the puck, they bring it up the center ice, and then a whistle stops play, and I believe we have a final timeout in this period called. So we will take a quick break. 4-3 Ducks, 3:18 to go. Come right back, folks. And you're listening to Anaheim Ducks Hockey on Duckscreen, powered by TuneIn.
Happy Honda days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. Get 0.99% APR financing on certified pre-owned Honda HRVs, CRVs, and Civics. Plus, get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new. To save on certified pre-owned Hondas with 0.99%, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 1/2/26.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern puck radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera puck radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera puck radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's HYTERA.US.
.318 to go in the third period. The Ducks up a goal on the Boston Bruins. That last goal coming from Ian Moore, his second goal of the season, second in the NHL as well. And when I sat down with GM Pat Verbeek earlier today, I did ask him about keeping Ian Moore up with this lineup, and he actually compared him a little bit to Jackson Lacombe and the fact that Ian Moore went through 4 years of college, so he's a bit more mature in his game. And Pat Verbeek noted just some impressed looks at what he's seen from him, and as we know, Coach Q likes to use the word reliable from him, so good to see him getting some offense, guys.
Yeah, good stuff, AD, and the assist being accredited to Leo Carlson and Troy Terry. If you want more great insight from AD, text the postgame show, 714-439-8422. Both E and I would love to hear your thoughts on tonight's tilt.
Anaheim 4, Boston 3. 3:14 to go, third period. This crowd will erupt if Anaheim can hang on to the lead this time. 3:06 left in counting. We'll keep you posted on the time remaining. Here's a break in by the Bruins, who throw it in front off a one-handed stick there. Bruins keep it in. Pasternak, keep an eye on him. Shot from the slot, saved Dostal. Puck to the far side, Strome for Hellison, and the Ducks will roll it softly through the neutral zone and down.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass from Pasternak, top of the circles here on the near side to Zadorov, who was very aggressive, weak side. He stumbles on the first shot. He regains possession and ends up unleashing a heavy shot. Nice save by Dostal.
Here comes Anaheim back. Leo Carlson shoots, right pad save, and no chance for a rebound as the goaltender for Boston cleared it out in the nick of time.
Well, a nice stop up here on the near side from Leo Carlson. No one knew what he was going to do. He ends up looking off everyone and throwing at the net. Nice right pad stop by Jonas Korpisalo.
36-33 shots favoring Boston. The scoreboard favors Anaheim 4-3. Last 2 minutes and 2 seconds of the third period. Stay with us. What can happen here? The Bruins backhand the puck in front of their players' bench. Down the ice it goes. Anaheim clears it quickly to center. Then it's thrown in from the neutral zone there by Seneca. Here comes Boston back the other way. We'll also keep our eyes glued to the Boston goal when they might elect to pull him. Geeky slaps it in from the right wing wall. Puck centered in front. Anaheim there to break it up. Then can't get it all the way out. They lost the puck. Shot. Stick save. There goes their goaltender. An extra attacker out for Boston. Anaheim pinned up in their own zone. Get it out to center.
Boy, two almost costly turnovers for the Anaheim Ducks. First, it was Cutter Gauthier just trying to skate the puck out. Then Mason McTavish bobbles the puck. Here comes Zaga on the far side.
Front of the net. Pasternak shoots. Saved by Dostal. Pasternak gets it again. You know they want him to shoot. He can score goals. We all know that. Brings it down to the goal line with a minute to go. Third period. Ducks hang on to a 1-goal lead here at home. Bruins shoot. Save in front of the net. Here's Killorn for Anaheim, rolling it off, but not all the way out. It's held in. Puck into the slot. Bouncing puck. Shot not made. One of the Bruins fell down trying to get a shot away. Boston out high slot. A shot. Dostal just save. Lacombe tries to wrap it out, and he gets it down the ice.
Boy, it's been a while since I've seen 3 failed clears in this short amount of time, but here come the Ducks. House Killorn, and Zacha regains possession.
Here they come again. The Bruins with 19 seconds left, down by a goal. Pressuring, Ducks break it up. Clear it down. Here's Petrano in pursuit of it. And a shot wide of the net. 9 seconds to go. Bruins hemmed up in their own end of the rink. Their goal is empty. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It's over. And the Anaheim Ducks hang on for a thrilling 4-3 victory over the Boston Bruins here at Honda Center, and this huge crowd erupts with joy.
What a team effort from Lukas Dostal on out. The D, the forwards, everyone contributed to this Ducks win. Oh, it's a feel-good win, as they always are. Anaheim Ducks narrowly edging out this Boston Bruins team, who got better as the game went on. They brought the shot volume, they brought the physicality, but count on the good guys to fend off the pressure and seal the deal there late. What a tally. Ian Moore comes up huge, and the Ducks needed it.
Another fun night at Honda Center. We'll be taking a short break while Emerson and Alexis get together for the postgame show. Again, the final, the Anaheim Ducks 4 and the Boston Bruins 3. And again, don't you forget, we have the Anaheim Ducks against the Eastern Conference Ottawa Senators tomorrow night. So we will go to a quick timeout. You'll hear all the postgame festivities coming up in a matter of minutes. Ducks win. Ducks win tonight over Boston. And you're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
With the NHL app, you can listen to every NHL game right from your phone. And with home and away broadcast feeds, you choose your way to listen.
And he scores!